I was robbing.
Don't
No,
look.
you didn't look. No, I
That's
put
not-
my
no,
phone
that's
in. I didn't know.
That's true.
My phone is not the same.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
Okay, because
I don't want it.
Tobin and
late at night to
Leroy,
start.
ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Stairs on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Go to the large, so many more, 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Oh, welcome on in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Happy Miami Hurricanes camp day, ladies and gentlemen. The Canes on the football field today.
Yeah.
Getting going. Fall practice is here, baby. We got football up the wazoo. Dolphins get going in about 45 minutes. Canes in the middle of practice.
Let's be clear.
Your microphone is up there. Wow.
I did not do that.
I know you didn't do it, but why?
You tell me why.
I don't know. Marcos, did you do that?
I did. It was a
Enough
prank.
of the chit chat.
August Fools. It's a prank.
Oh,
Why are you pranking me? Like, shouldn't you prank me? I'm the one who hates August.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Everyone's gonna get it. Wait till you see your prank.
That was crazy.
I don't like that.
Yeah, your mic was like your mic looked like you were like Michael Buffer, like hanging it down.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
coming down.
ready to intro.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, don't do it. They'll have a heart attack
I'm
if you
not.
say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I can't say ladies and gentlemen.
I saw Michael Buffer was hosing down
Zog
Jim
said he
Gray
got
this
fined
weekend.
$14,000 for saying those
Who?
magic words.
Really?
Zog said that.
Get
Yeah,
outta
suspended
here.
for a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the last time seeing him. I'm sorry. Zog.
No, it's funny. I saw him. He was criticizing Jim Gray this weekend because of his description of Terrence Crawford as the undisputed welterweight champion, and Michael Buffer was trying to be like I've seen all of boxing as well. If you actually go back to the two belt era, here are all the undisputed champions. Like, yeah, Mike, that's the point. It's the first time in this era. Like, all right, just go. Keep with your lawsuits, frivolous.
The old love technicalities.
They really do. The old do love
Whoa.
technicalities. He's not wrong about that.
There's been a lot of old
Well,
jokes.
Oh no. You know who that reminds me of? The old man we used to see in the poker room.
Who do you think is the greatest player in the NFL history? I don't know, sir. Jim Brown. No, he's good. He's good. What? The answer, of course, Lawrence Taylor.
I'm telling you, we were there every Friday, and 3 of the 4 Fridays a month, he asked that same question.
Same thing. Same blue windbreaker. He'd come over. He made sure, because he was like, "Oh, what's going on here? Oh, you're doing a sports radio show," which was fun. I mean, like sometimes some crazy stuff would happen. Like we'd have random guests show up every now and then. It was a lot of fun doing those shows at the Hard Rock Poker Room. But man, sure as hell, every Friday, the first guy who was walking by, he saw us. He didn't even wait till the show was like on the air. He'd like see, what's going on over there? Oh yeah, you guys talk sports?
That's
Let me ask you a question. Then I just like change up the players every now and then.
Yeah.
Because I instead
Barry
of
Sanders.
Jim Brown, I just give him like really just really random, be like Kalen Balaj.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he'd always good. He was good.
Yeah.
He would never disparage the guy.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
He wasn't mean.
It was crazy.
But he just wanted to get in there, so we knew the respect of Lawrence Taylor, who, yes, very good. Maybe the best football player of all time.
Which is crazy to say at linebacker. Usually it's like quarterback.
He
kind
was
of line.
good though, dude.
He was very good.
He is-
Who? Dude,
Lawrence Taylor.
wait. There's a few players that changed the way you play football, and LT was one of them. And what you have to understand is that when LT came into the league, we didn't separate rushing from linebacker. So he probably spent the first quarter of his career trying to get blocked by running backs because he was a linebacker. Running backs block linebackers. Then they changed blocking schemes so that they treated him as a defensive end and they would slide protections to him or whatever. Then that changed how football was played, because now, instead of blocking man on man, you got zone packages where you zone block, you slide protections to that dominant pass rusher and things like that. And so now defenses tried to single those guys out and went back and forth. But that was how it all started, with, LT being a linebacker, but you treating him as a, a defensive end.
That's probably all time. Let's get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
All I got is red. We know trucks.
Marlins, they fought the Phillies last night 4-2. Series continues with the Sandman on the hill. First pitch set for 6:40. Jazz was back in the lineup last night. Great to see Jazz Chisholm back in the lineup. Jorge Soler, he had a big bump. Marlins got off to a great start, but it's tough when Edward Cabrera, goes out there, he gives you 4 innings. The guy basically an opener right now. He's not a starter. So he goes out there, and Yuri Perez is pinching him Pensacola. Make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Doing well, though. Doing well.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Doing
What a time. It's such a great resource to have him out there in Pensacola. Biggest series of the season. Our best pitchers pitching in the Panhandle.
Staying warm.
Yeah.
I don't know what now. Is he throwing like full games there?
What do I care? Do you want to know something? I don't care about the Pensacola Wahoos.
No, but I'm saying, what, like, if you shut him
No,
down?
I don't think so. I think they're ramping him back up, but I haven't looked. I'm not sure. I think he pitched like 4 innings.
All right.
If I remember. But you know what he didn't do? Pitch for the Marlins.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, like, you want to talk about wasted pitches? Like, he's already proven he can get out big leaguers. Pensacola, we got him out there. Anyway, Sandman's on the hill tonight. He was awesome his last time out. So they need a big start from their Cy Young Award winner. First pitch set for 6:40. If you guys stayed up or got up early, the U.S. women's national team advanced to the round of 16.
Woo!
They played Portugal to a 0-0 draw.
Okay.
Yep.
But we advanced, though.
Advanced.
All
dude. That's all we
right.
needed. Here's what it was.
Yeah.
It was a don't lose.
Hey, and they did it.
And they didn't.
They did not.
Don't lose. And they
Don't
didn't.
lose.
Exactly, Mike. Dolphins will be back on the practice field today at around 10:45. It's Tua's day to talk, so we'll hear from the Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
See what he has to say about taking stock on the first day. Pads are on now.
Anyone ask him about the backward somersault, you think?
Maybe they may ask him today.
Maybe he'll do it.
What?
He'll just perform it.
Why are you looking at me
Not
like
a
that?
backwards somersault.
Yep.
Is a
What?
backwards somersault?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same as a backwards flip?
No, that's a backflip.
Hmm.
The difference between a backflip and a
Dude,
Technicality.
somersault.
says a guy who can't jump over Sunday's newspaper.
Mhm.
You're giving me the definition of acrobatics.
I just know what he did in
It's
jiu-jitsu.
the thickest newspaper.
I know what
to
he
be honest.
did. Like, you can't do backflips in jiu-jitsu. It's ridiculous. What do you think this is?
Comics.
You think it's a Bruce Lee movie?
Sports. It's a lot of pages.
Bruce Lee didn't do backflips.
That's my point.
Hey, I've never seen Bruce Lee do backflips.
You sure?
I don't know.
The point is, what he did was brace, fall, get over
Ooh,
into a somersault. That's what he did.
nice. Did he complete the pass?
I don't know. He didn't mention that.
Wow.
I mean, you have the answer.
That's true.
Why don't you play it? For those who don't know what we're talking about, McCoachin yesterday revealed
my goodness.
that Tua Tagovailoa already infiltrating
Get your coffee ready.
practice with jiu-jitsu and is pulling off jiu-jitsu moves while in practice.
With Coach Paloka and Kyle Johnston and how they, vetted whoever the master of jiu-jitsu would be. I think it was really cool from an organizational standpoint and from Tua's standpoint. And I feel great about the results. We've only had one time in camp so far in live action that it was in OTAs, actually. In OTAs, he got stepped on and he fell down backwards and completed a backward somersault. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet, dude.
Sweet.
Pretty sweet, dude.
Wow.
Dude,
Pretty sweet.
what? We are now
Agile.
talking about OTAs.
Hmm?
Get the hell out of here.
Well, why? Why do you just dismiss it like that? I don't understand.
Because it's OTAs. It ain't football.
Okay, dude. All right, it's not football. All right, everything means
Has
something.
wait. Has any of his concussions come in OTAs?
No.
No, it came in the heat of battle, during games, stuff like that.
But that was
Talk to me.
but that's the whole point of it. Like you're being very myopic here. Like you're looking at this and you're like, oh,
Dude,
it can't happen until the bullets are flying.
No,
That was the whole point of the answer.
No,
Can
no,
you
you are not-
replicate
Big
it?
word.
yeah,
What?
no.
You are.
Myopic.
Yep.
Nearsighted. Don't think you used that right.
No, I did.
All right. Okay.
Of course he didn't.
No, I definitely did, dude. You're not looking at the big picture here. You're being very myopic.
Lacking imagination or foresight.
Thank you.
Mm.
Apologize.
I got
And
foresight.
give me a point for good grammar.
That's Does
Pretty
Mike
good
say that?
grammar.
I got foresight to know that doing a little tumble in OTAs don't mean a damn thing during the season.
It's not nothing.
Dude,
Hmm?
let me tell you something. I spent a lot of my life around football.
Yeah.
Could be nothing.
I've seen guys that were Hall of Famers in OTAs.
Okay.
And the second they got hit,
But okay.
they were cut within a week.
All right, dude.
So
That's
the fact
fine.
that you're sitting
That's
here
fine.
telling me,
But he's not going to get cut because
No, he's
you've
not.
already seen him play. You know he's
Right.
talented. This is a completely
Very-
different thing.
yes.
You were just telling me how Lawrence Taylor changed the game with blocking scheme, and Tua's changed.
So it's gonna change it with
Tua's changed the game, dude. You don't know. You don't know. You're being myopic,
stop it.
dude. You are being myopic here, and stop it.
Dude.
I'm telling you right now. You don't know that a jiu-jitsu practicer in quarterbacking, you don't know that can't fix the game or change the game. What if concussions don't become a thing anymore?
Concussions will always be a thing.
Yeah, but not when you know a backward somersault.
Not for the floor.
Dude. You know what this reminds me of?
Hmm?
So when Fonz was doing his little martial arts thing,
Yes.
they would have sparring on Saturdays, right? And Fonz was very technical, right? But the other kids that he was sparring against just wanted to kick some ass.
Right.
He wanted to get in position,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they were just wailing on him.
Yeah.
So he hated it because those aren't moves that they taught.
Mhm.
And I'm like, because that's live action.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm aware.
And so you telling me that Tua did a somersault in OTAs
Yeah.
when the penalty for not doing that somersault is nothing. No.
Okay.
Let me see it in the game.
All right.
Because
what happens when you do?
because in the game it's not not in a controlled environment.
It's not a controlled environment in jiu-jitsu.
No, that's my point. But I'm saying, let's see during the course of a game if that presents itself.
Hey, let me ask
If
you
it
something,
matters.
dude.
Yeah,
Did
go
you
ahead.
not hear Gilbert Burns tell us about the guy doing the somersault off the motorcycle?
And
That's
what did-
years
wait,
of
wait, wait.
that's years
Wait
of being a
minute.
practitioner.
And wait a minute.
And that's
You
years
looked
of
at me and
practicing.
went,
No, that
You
was incredible.
did.
What an incredible
You
story.
did.
Didn't he
That's
get
a
in an
world
accident?
champ. Yeah, he got into an accident,
Yeah.
Jake, and then rolled as Sonic the Hedgehog
Wow.
into a ball, not hurt in the wreck
Look at that.
because of years of jujitsu.
Look.
And that's the real bullets flying.
Dude, you are like a big mouth bass. Let me ask you, you like plastic worms or shiners?
You don't believe Gilbert Burns, our friend.
So let me get this straight.
Hmm?
His friend.
Yep.
Right? Got in a motorcycle accident
Yep.
and tucked and rolled
Tucked and rolled.
and then got up and walked away.
That's right.
Last time I saw that was in a Marvel movie.
But he actually, his friend knew
Or Fast and
jujitsu.
the Furious. I'm
Fast and
pretty
the
sure.
Furious. Fast and the Furious. Oh yeah.
So you're saying you think that Gilbert Burns is telling whoppers?
So did you.
No, I didn't,
Now all of a
dude.
sudden you believe
That's my guy.
that he can still be my guy. That's my dude.
So myopic, dude.
Dude.
Take a break. Tobin and myopic after this.
WQAM.
right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the show today. Got a little damage is done coming up later on in the program. Lots of football to follow on. We are officially a month into Damian Lillard watch. This is officially a month. Officially a month today. Oh, it's still a landmark day though. It's been a month.
Right.
I'll tell you what though.
Tell me, you know what? I would be more concerned when you say these words. 2 weeks to camp. Then I'll start like.
Try this on for size.
What?
8 weeks till camp.
No, you got 6 more weeks before I even.
I don't like that still.
What do you mean?
Seems soon.
It is going to be soon. Be here sooner than you know it. Sooner than you know it.
Now, here's the one thing you got to be careful with. Because some of these teams that make these runs back to back to back to back get exhausted. Right? So I hope.
Bam was talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, well, remember you said like we took for granted all the games that the big three played.
Well, I think Bam was talking about just specifically this season, just like fatigue wearing on them with all the injuries. I think he's specifically talking about Cody Zeller as a backup, and I literally can't take 5 minutes of a rest. Thomas Bryant and Orlando Robinson. Hopefully that'll help him out.
Can I just say something? You remember your excitement when Cody Zeller played them first 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then what happened?
I mean, then he was Cody Zeller.
Facts changed.
No, he was always Cody Zeller.
I don't even think I was. Here's the thing with you. Sometimes I don't know with you because you're a bit of a fibber, and I don't really remember ever being excited about Cody Zeller. To be honest with you,
Black man and Robin, baby.
I remember Jimmy being excited about Cody Zeller. I don't remember being excited about Cody Zeller. I'll take your word for it, but dude, you are known to bend the truth.
Yeah. You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Am I?
Because you just go off at the mouth about anybody, anytime, any situation. Goosey, ooh, and then all of a sudden, when
I don't sound like
a month later, when I say something, you go, that wasn't me.
I don't sound like that.
That's what it sounds like.
That's not what I sound like,
guys.
What?
It's more like.
You're right.
But that's only when it's deserved, you know.
Really, you do it for everything.
Not true.
Oh my.
You went on a whole little Cody Zeller bench.
Yes.
I don't think I did.
You did.
Find it.
Oh my God.
Find it.
Dude, we have to
It
replay
is
so much
annoying
stuff.
when he says that because there is a whole
No. Like we knew yesterday when Eli Apple became a Dolphin, I said, hey, Marcos, make sure you got that Eli Apple slander ready. And listen, it was easy to find. I bet if you ask Marcos, find the Cody Zeller praise, you won't find it.
He's here in the studio.
It's
he has
one of
all
one.
the markings.
It's one of one.
He doesn't have it marked. It's a ridiculous thing to mark because nobody would ever mark Cody Zeller praise.
No, here's the problem.
What was it? The one game
you say so much crap, it's hard to mark everything.
What, when he scored like 20, when he had like 20 and 15 against like the Spurs or something like that one game?
I think it was against Philly because this is one of the bullets I have written. 71% of Earth is covered by water. The rest, Cody Zeller.
What the hell?
Oh God, this is in February. I gotta find this.
Please.
That
anyway,
sounds like something Tobin would say, right?
Bam.
Like, and then now he's backtracking.
Bam says, I feel like we just came up short because we had the most injuries in the 2022-2023 season. All those ups and downs throughout the season. I feel like fatigue had its toll. I don't know if I could blame fatigue as the reason you lost to the Nuggets. I mean, like,
no,
fatigue wasn't. So, like, I don't know if you could look at the Heat and say Jimmy and Bam were just exhausted by the end of it.
The other team was better. Like,
I think they were better.
Could they have put, here's what I would say about the frustrating thing. They held a team that normally scores a boatload of points, well below their averages. And so when you do that, that's the times you have to take advantage of those situations. They were unable to. So I don't know whether the tired comes from no legs, because they had stretches during that series they couldn't make nothing. And so from that standpoint, yes, I'll agree with him. But I can also say with uncertainty, right? When it was with certainty? Yeah.
More certainty?
More certainty. That Denver was better.
Yeah, I agree.
And so, like, when you say something like that, you kind of take away from, like, no, they were really good.
If you say they as a team, I'll accept like it's Jimmy and Bam because they have to do so much defensively, and you
and
didn't.
they did listen. They kept them below their averages. They kept them.
Yeah,
they just couldn't.
and I think that's why everybody looks at the Damian Lillard thing as like the perfect final piece because you do need that guy who can listen. If they're going and if Bam and Jimmy have to be in the 20s and they're guarding your best guys, you'll need a guy every once in a while to do it. Who can go shot for shot with Jamal Murray or can give you a little bit more of a boost. And that's the whole point of it.
You need, listen, every team who has gone as far as the Heat had something that the Heat didn't have. And that's that bona fide scorer. Jimmy can score, but that's not all he does. Right? And so when you look at what Dame would bring to the table, it's that dude who can go out and score 40 anytime.
I think some of the biggest shots of the series, I think Jamal Murray didn't have a better series than Jokic, but I think he hit the biggest shots of the series because of there'd be runs that the Heat were on, especially when they were at Kaseya, and like he'd just be like, dagger, shut up, crowd. Like that's what the Heat are essentially trying to get from Dame.
Right.
Yesterday, Shams and Woj did both come out with kind of like, are the Blazers going to get to take it or leave it mode? Shams reported that there is a framework of a deal that is possible. This is what he put: 3 to 4 first-round picks, pick swaps, second-round picks. Tyler Herro going to a third team, young players, and making the contracts work. I don't really think that that's changed too much from what we all think is happening. Like, I don't think that this standoff is happening because the Heat are trying to fleece the Blazers and say, like, 1 first-round pick, take it or leave it. I don't think that's happening. But according to Barry Jackson, who, is boots on the ground, always. And also ear to the ground. That's what Barry Jackson is. Boots on the ground, ear to the ground. That's what he is. 2 things on the ground. Anyway, he wrote yesterday, per source, Portland has remained disinclined to engage the Heat in serious trade discussions on Lillard. Blazers acting disinterested about dealing him here. One would think the Blazers would get serious at some point, but they are still not engaging with Miami in negotiations. And that's what I find just odd about it. Like, why not engage? Why not talk about this thing? Why not sell? Like, do they? And that's why when I see the statement come out, right, that they're trying to make the rest of the league feel like, there is more of a market for Dame. Look, the NBA is taking action. They will make Dame go to you and play. Like, you're going to strong arm Dame to your team, and that's going to make him, so much happier because the NBA is wagging the finger at him.
Well, the thing is that here's what teams will do, right? They understand this about Dame. If he shows up, he's going to play. And so they can then say, we don't care what he wants. You see what I mean? Where Dame and his representative have said, look, I'm and he came afterwards and said, I'm going to play, and play wherever I go. And when you say that, now it's like the shop's open.
He hasn't really said that, though.
He said something along those lines.
Like,
about he never said he wasn't going to play because,
because obviously not everybody is Ben Simmons. Like, no one's going to go and fake a back injury and just act like, I can't get back on the court. Obviously, like, if Dame's going to go but like, who wants to go trade for that? That's kind of the point of it. Like, who wants to go trade for a guy who doesn't want to be there?
Right. But they don't care. That's
who does
point.
This is my point. But that's my point. Like, who are these teams? Like, the thing that I find craziest about these negotiations,
no teams.
There's no teams. Like, who are these teams that are saying, we want to trade for a disgruntled Dame? I'm dying to see it. But the thing that's crazy about it is I see all these talks about, there's got to be better offers. Where?
Because here's the deal. With this information out there, and with Dame, I forget his exact words, but they were, I never said I wasn't going to play, right?
He hasn't said anything on the record on that.
Right.
His agent denied
right.
saying that he
And
wouldn't
all
fulfill
the
his
teams
deals.
that they talked to also confirmed that they never really said that. That being said, that means that all these other teams think that maybe they have a chance.
I don't think so.
I get it. Listen, this is all on Portland. And the reason is that you take care of your franchise guy. Right? You did wrong by him by not really trying to do anything to accommodate him. And then you want to say, well, we're trying. Really? Where? How?
Mhm.
You drafted a guy that plays the same damn
I
position.
just think that it's on Cronin because Cronin doesn't want to look like a liar and he doesn't
Too
want to feel
late.
like he was strong armed.
Too
And I'm
late.
like, you already look.
Now
you
he
already
looks like
look
a
bad.
whiner.
Yeah,
So yeah, no.
big baby Joe
Yeah.
Cronin.
Let none of this distract you from the fact that you love Cody Zeller.
I was shocked by Cody Zeller.
Why are you shocked? I told you.
Intangibles.
He was the only person spared wrath yesterday. Yeah, because he's been great, and now you see, this guy is
Are we
this
still
man-
on the Kevin Love?
you split the intangibles right down the middle. Kevin Love in the first half, Cody Zeller in the clutch. That's how it was yesterday.
I mean, he got blocked by Joel. He blocked Joel Embiid.
I remember that game.
He blocked Joel Embiid after Joel Embiid mugged him, and it was
Right.
not called by the referees. It
And-
was garbage.
And I would say this, that first of all, Joel Embiid, what are you doing a layup for? Tippy toe and do a layup. You supposed to dunk it because you're 7 foot something. So he got it.
You wanna know why?
Why?
Because he didn't see that shark coming from behind him with that wrath because the referees were hosing him on every call. Cody Zeller was getting MMA. He was getting ragdolled to the ground, and they called fouls on Cody Zeller. I haven't seen injustice like that since Goran Dragić got fouls for breaking his teeth.
When
Comparing him to Gold.
Joel Embiid was behind him, Cody Zeller got thrown to the floor, and they called them foul on him.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it was garbage. And so you know what you do? You know what you do, Leroy?
What do you do?
You take matters into your own hands, and that's what Cody Zeller did. You know, people disrespect him because he's got a haircut like Mark Hochman. It's ridiculous. He goes out there. This man's just as much of an athlete as anybody else, and he was humming. When you saw him on that humming down the court with those high step knees, Joel Embiid was in trouble, dude. Trouble.
Bro,
That's the same Cody Zeller.
So what?
What?
is that AI? Like, did
Wait,
you
we
like?
almost have to go to break because that was
AI?
a whole segment. It was a whole segment of Cody Zeller praise.
You know, this radio thing doesn't work out. You got a future as an accountant.
And you got one as a hype man. What?
Back after this.
This is Sean Dunn.
right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy.
Honor of the signing of Eli Apple. I will eat an apple every day.
Yeah. I mean, you were crunching it right in my ear during the break.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, right in my ear.
Wow, it's personal ASMR.
I mean, it was like he was doing ASMR for me.
Nice.
It was like crunch. I was trying to listen to Chris Greer during the break. He was on Sirius XM yesterday, and you're like,
Crunch Greer instead.
You probably should eat more foods that crunch.
why?
Healthier.
Crunchy foods?
Crunchy, like our potato chips are crunchy?
Popcorn?
Boxed in.
Nah, it's true.
Is popcorn crunchy? Like what popcorn are you eating, dude?
The chips are boxed in.
Chips are crunchy.
You've been boxed
Dolphins.
Wait,
will be,
do you see this?
what?
Dan Campbell wants a live line on the sideline. The league apparently frowns on those types of things.
That sounds about right for Man Campbell. There's two things I saw. I see that, and then did you see that Mike Vrabel apparently, like, if his players fight, he sends them to something called the sand pit.
And they get to duke it out?
I don't know. No, I think they just have to stand there like embarrassed, like shamed at the sand pit.
Listen,
Because it takes away from practice.
let me tell you. So Bill Belichick's first year, it's camp. Guys fighting camp, especially his camp, because we were doing pads twice a day forever.
Love a good camp kerfuffle.
Two guys got in, two offensive linemen and defensive linemen got into it. Bill went to do the arm bar. Boom. He got hit. Right? So he came up with a rule, right? He said, there's a fight. Somebody gets hurt. Both guys get fined until that guy plays. Yeah.
Crazy. Didn't he have a hill or something like that?
Yes. We ran the hill every Monday. It was probably 50 yards. And every Monday we ran the hill.
See, like, I would like it better if Mike Vrabel did send them to a sand pit to fight, because that sounds like a crazy place to fight.
Well, no. Here, dumbass.
What?
Why would you frown on fighting and then send them to a sand pit to fight?
Doesn't hold I don't know.
It sounds very contradictory, right?
Just sounds like a place you would fight. Like the sand pit sounds like a place where you would fight.
That's good coaching.
Put him in the octagon.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel said that dumb bleep hurts the team. Might as well practice those things now and make an emphasis to go as hard as you want, but don't throw a punch. Don't be a second guy and retaliate. We might as well practice, and we're hopefully going to play.
It doesn't matter, though.
I mean, going to a sand pit, dude.
It doesn't matter. There are going to be fights. Dude, you don't understand. Like, practice is getting intense. And here's the other thing.
It was like that guy yesterday who apparently, like, the undrafted rookie who, like, gave the work to Mostert. Like, you do have guys who are getting ready for the season and guys trying to make the team. Like,
it's two different. You're in two different places. Like, and you know what it is. When camp starts, you get the old the fight announcement. Protect yourself at all times. But yeah, like, there's certain guys trying to keep their job, certain guys trying to make the team, certain guys trying to get ready for the season. Usually the coaches will do a pretty good job of keeping everything separate, right? Like, that's why you don't put your veteran quarterback with the second offensive line, right? That's why you don't, like, there's just certain things that you try to avoid because you don't want to put those different groups of guys in different situations. It looks weird. So
next week's joint practice, right? Don't the Dolphins have they're joint practicing with the Falcons this year?
I love joint practice.
That's left for that's ripe for shenanigans.
Oh, dude, we did when I was in Cleveland one time, Bill Belichick, the week before the regular season, we did full contact 2-a-days with the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona, and Buddy Ryan was the coach. Now, if you're familiar with Buddy Ryan defense, it's the whole defense is up on the line of scrimmage at all times. So when you run 9-on-7, you basically doing 7-on-11. And it was brutal. So yeah, needless to say, we hated.
Yeah,
that.
but you can't. I mean, like having a live lion on the sidelines. That is a very college thing. Peter's not going to like it. So that's going to be a thing. I don't know, man. Campbell, I don't think you're going to get your lion, dude.
Of course, they're not gonna.
A lot of noise.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the game.
It's a huge risk too.
No,
What if it breaks?
What do you think? They're just gonna walk him out on the chain?
Yeah.
He's
I
gonna
don't
be in
Well,
a
it'll
cage.
be in a cage.
Oh,
but
that's not
still.
tough.
That's
man.
not. Yeah,
why
like,
do I
no
even
big
want
deal.
that then?
LSU has one.
I know.
And can I just tell you?
Yeah.
I've never been that close to a tiger. Those things are massive. Like it weighed like 600 pounds. It was crazy how big that thing is.
What do
Look
you
at the teeth on that.
What do you
thing.
think the odds are that Ed Orgeron gave that thing a baby bottle full of beer?
Nope, no chance,
Okay.
dude. I'm telling you, the way that thing was walking. Look, here's what that tiger was doing: walking around the cage like this. I dare you to put your hand in here. Come on.
Oh man, anytime I see those
Like,
videos,
he just walking back and forth.
that was the crazy thing about Tiger King. They're like, yeah, that's
Oh, remember the one that got that?
yeah, that's what I mean. He's got a nub now.
Yeah.
Of course he
Nah.
does.
They say football's a dangerous job.
Yeah,
There's some other jobs that,
taking care of tigers.
yeah,
Oh, Tiger.
because you see them petting them and wrestling with them, and then next thing you know, Tiger had enough.
Mm-hmm. Pet lion. He really is. I mean, like he really does play into the character, though. I got to give Man Campbell credit for that.
But he's just like that, dude.
I know.
It's
he
like,
is.
here,
we know. I mean, like
I'll give you a perfect
he
example.
he took over for Philbin and he just made them do Oklahoma drills.
I'll give you a perfect example. You see how intense Jim Harbaugh is?
Mhm.
Jim Harbaugh was like that when he played. He was a quarterback in a linebacker's body.
Mhm.
So he, like, when I see the stuff he does now, right? I'm like, no bigs. I saw it when he played. He's an intense guy. He's one of the guys, the quarterbacks that will probably have a neck collar, right? He's not going to look like Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be very technical, right? And he's going to be a hard-nosed football guy.
He just really likes to play into it. Mike McDaniel, like I don't think Mike McDaniel's gonna go for hey, can we put the dolphin in the tank? Can we bring that back? Get like a little aquarium for Miami here. I can't see it.
No,
That would not be good. You already see what's going on with Miami's aquarium, so.
Yeah, that one,
no, what was up?
Well, no, the whole Lolita thing.
Lolita.
Lolita's their orca,
Yes.
but they like it's been a thing forever. Like
Oh.
they were gonna. I think Irsay was actually gonna be the one who was moving it. Cares more about orcas than he does running backs. That's for sure.
Irsay's the
Dude.
voice of reason in this.
It's a sad day in football when the only player that has a lesser franchise tag is the kicker.
Mhm.
I spent my whole career making fun of kickers, and now we're damn near kicker.
Did you see like there's apparently like there's another issue that they have with Jonathan Taylor where like they're claiming or there are reports either that he had a back injury coming into camp or that he claimed a back injury coming into camp, and they're saying like, oh well, if it happened away from the facility, they're gonna like not pay him. So like this, and then
But they're doing that to
and then
try
he-
to get him in.
and then he tweeted out, he goes, I never reported a back injury, never had back injury. Like there's really is an ugly thing that's standing off between the Colts and Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, what about Josh Jacobs? Did he report?
No, but Josh Jacobs is on the franchise tag.
Right.
Like Jonathan Taylor still.
I don't. It's weird because
He doesn't have, like I'm saying, Josh
Unlike-
Jacobs doesn't
right.
have to be there.
unlike any other position, right? The clock is ticking on running backs. Always.
Mhm.
Not even if you're healthy, but how they view you. They view you as a ticking clock at all times. So if you don't take the money and you try to wait or penalize them and you sit out for 6 games or whatever, right? Knowing that it's not like you can ever recoup that because they're going to pay you even less.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It says right now, Colts running back, it's from ESPN. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor requested a trade, reported back pain during his pre-training camp physical, and was deemed to be from an injury that was not sustained while playing for Indianapolis. Sources told ESPN. The situation now has the team considering whether to place Taylor on the non-football injury list, which could result in Indianapolis withholding his salary, according to a source. Taylor failed his physical, the source said, because of a combination of a previous ankle injury, for which surgery was performed earlier this year, and the back injury. The team's medical staff had not previously discussed a back issue with Taylor, and the Colts were unaware of the problem until Taylor reported it on Tuesday. There's some belief that the back issue stems from an old injury, but Taylor continues to complain of discomfort, according to a source. On Sunday, in a message posted on X, formerly Twitter, what a ridiculous statement. Like, I know out of all the details, there's a lot of crazy details here, but just that you have to write that. Anyway, Taylor said that he never had any back pain. He said, never had back pain, never reported back pain, not sure who sources are, but find new ones. All this comes on the heels of a dramatic scene Saturday night when Taylor, who had been on the physically unable to perform list since reporting, met with Jim Irsay and the luxury motor coach parked adjacent to the practice field during the team's evening workout. Shortly after, Taylor and Irsay emerged from the hour-long meeting, and news broke that Taylor had requested a trade in the conversation with the team last week.
And
Taylor has been seeking a contract extension. Irsay said on multiple occasions the team does not intend to sign him to extension at this time. Irsay told ESPN last week the club never made a contract offer to Taylor, who was the leading rusher in 2021.
no, they didn't. And do you hear his comments?
Yeah, he said something. I saw a couple. One, they're not going to trade him. Not now.
He
Not
said,
in
we're not going
October.
to trade him. He says, if I should die or if he should
League
not
moves
play
on.
football, the league will move on. So deal with it. Right?
If I get caught with pills in a limo, or he can't run the football,
Well, he got
the
his
league moves
party
on.
bus now, so he don't have to travel.
Hey, listen, we've been in a party bus. Seems like a good time if you're Jim Irsay.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It seems
That
like
went from not that much of nothing to a big deal. Ended up on a party bus, eating some food, back on the party bus.
You guys were eating in a party bus?
No,
Nah,
Okay.
just
Mm.
had
Makes
some
sense.
beers.
not me.
I did.
I don't do beer.
It was Coors Light.
What?
Delicious.
I
What?
don't.
I love a silver bullet.
Ah, as cold as the Rockies.
Yep,
Yeah.
it is.
It's that mountain beer.
It is that mountain beer.
I just like when the can turns blue.
That's fun.
I'm a sucker.
It's a great time.
I don't- I
Tastes
don't-
like water though. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
right
what
in that realm of
So
like.
you like the craft beer?
I like a beer with a little something to. I mean, I'm not against I like a Michelob Ultra too. Like, I'm not against a water beer every now and then just to kind of have something.
Yeah.
Like I had 2 beers at the fight. I had a tall boy.
Can I just tell you,
What?
dude? I'm tired of going to arenas and I can't enjoy my beverage like I want to.
Oh yeah.
Why's that?
Like you buy the beverage and then they pour it in a cup
Yeah. Instead of
I don't like
and they
that.
don't
I
give you a
like the
top.
bottle.
So I was doing the demon drop down to my seat.
Mm.
Like
Oh,
J-Fick,
with-
how steep were those?
it was very
Gotcha,
steep.
gotcha.
It was very
It was.
steep.
I was but I'm holding this. So now, and as I go down, everybody goes, "Be careful, big fella. Be careful." I'm like,
Well,
really?
there's a couple things I don't like about it. One, the cup that they give you, the tall boy, doesn't fill it all the way to the top. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you owe me a full cup of beer if you're going with the cup. Choose what you want your apparatus to
No,
be for
you
drinking.
can't have it filled up to the top. We got to do the demon drop.
No, I would drink it on the way down. Trust me, I'd be fine, dude.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
be fine.
And then, like I guess our 2 rows with media,
Mhm.
right?
I noticed you had like a whole row to yourself.
Right. But everybody that walked all the way down those stairs
Lazy
was
media.
trying to sit by Tobin. And I'm sitting in the whole row by myself.
I know.
These are my seats. And I'm like, my seat's right next to
I thought
Tobin.
for sure
I'm
somebody was
gonna
going to
sit
show
here.
up.
Right. I said, I'm sitting here till somebody says, these are my seats. Nobody ever did. So the whole front row had people just crammed up next to each other. And I'm just sitting back like this in the second row.
I just don't understand, like, if I have a cup of beer or a can of beer, like, does an empty can of beer hurt less? I guess because the liquid will fly out if I decide to throw it in a rage. Is that what
But
the
if
point
you have a
is?
cup and you throw it, all the liquor comes out.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe I guess there's more weight to some more.
And they
heft to it.
said they only do it for boxing and MMA.
I can understand it. I mean, they really are just horrible fans.
Are they? I didn't realize it was that much.
Fight
shenanigans.
fans?
Yeah, I
Oh
feel like
my
you
God.
pay so
Dude,
much that
dude.
The
maybe.
worst.
Dude,
Wow.
Really?
you don't know how many Burke Sugars are in the stands
Nah,
telling everybody what they should do.
gotcha.
Stick and move. You're lunging. You're
The
lunging.
worst. I honestly
Yeah,
like
true,
boxing media and boxing fans. Like Stephen A. Smith yesterday is like, "Oh, Errol Spence should retire." I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
let me
Like-
ask you. Here's. I don't have time to get into this because I don't want to text
Oh,
from Glenn. Let me just
Oh,
tell you something with Stephen A. Smith. Button it up.
Wow.
can go to hell. To a tongue of Iowa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Hour Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Get some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. Hey, J-Fig. Matches J-Fig.
It is.
Nice.
That is.
Only it was a real truck.
Yeah.
You like trucks?
I love trucks.
We
No.
know trucks. Dolphins back on the practice field today as they continue this week. We do have preseason football this weekend. Hall of Fame game.
Over under amount of minutes you will watch the Hall of Fame game.
Get the first quarter out of me. Get the first quarter out of me. Just to smell football again.
Who's playing? It's
Jets and Browns.
Jets and Browns. Browns only got to drive down the street.
Don't you got to watch for your Cleveland duties?
I don't watch preseason football for nobody's duties.
Who is the Browns' backup quarterback this year? Is it still Jacoby Brissett?
No
I think
way.
so.
Where is Jacoby Brissett?
Somewhere getting some money. Had his best year.
Raider?
last year.
Where is
Oh,
Jacoby
wow.
Brissett? I don't know.
I
where
think
he
he
is.
is a Raider, actually. No, he is currently a Washington Commander.
Really?
Back at it again.
Man, I would have not known that.
Yep.
You're gonna get. I was nowhere in my mind.
You see, they're thinking about
Competing
changing team name again.
To what?
I don't know.
That was
Commanders is a little stupid.
I'm telling you, man, the solution is to have some army fatigue uniforms.
I thought Washington football team kind of rocked.
I did.
It had a soccer
Eventually.
feel to
It had
it,
a-
right?
yeah, it kind of worked. Washington football
Yeah.
team kind of worked.
But you need a mascot. You
Do
do
you?
like that, the like my you do like Inter Miami, and you don't have to say the Inter Miami Pinks.
I just call them the Pinks. I invented that.
Did you?
I did.
Everybody calls them the Pinks.
I invented calling them the Pinks.
No, you can't just say that you invented.
No, I did invent them. I did invent
Did
that.
not.
I
feel
did
like
too.
He said that from the very
I definitely did.
beginning.
I definitely did.
All right.
Because people call, I don't know what other team, but they, oh, the Reds, the Blues. I said, we're the Pinks.
Yeah. Okay. I do
I'm talking
remember
back
you
like
saying that.
before Higuain, dude. I was calling them the Pinks.
Yeah. Saying it like that though does sound familiar.
I invented that.
Okay.
You don't get to just say, oh, everybody go. No, I started it. You hopped on board because you're along for the silly sauce ride. Called them the Pinks. Insulted you said that.
Everybody calls them the Pinks.
If I've started that movement, I started that movement. If I invented it.
They don't call them the Herons.
I call them the Fighting Herons every once in a while.
Nah.
But I'm just saying, like with other sports, you call them by their mascot more than you.
Not in soccer.
That's the point I was making. Nobody calls them the Herons.
The point is, I didn't know Jacoby Brissett was on the Commanders.
Well, and
So
what
who
that-
is the
what-
Browns' backup quarterback?
What's that saying to you is that if he has to play, oh boy,
Joshua
But
Dobbs.
you said he was decent last year.
he had his best year as a pro.
Yeah.
And I said,
What's the word on
If
what's the word on Watson so far? Have you heard anything?
I mean, he's fine. I mean, he looks like he's played football recently. and
He
not
feels like he should
hadn't
play
played
as much preseason as anybody else. Like just keep giving him reps of football.
And you know what? Here's what I never understood. My rookie year, we played 5 or 6 preseason games because we played in the Hall of Fame game. Then it was 4, unless you played in the Hall of Fame, and it was 5. And you worked your way up. You build your way up to full game. So the starters would play maybe the first quarter or the first couple of series, the first game, then the first quarter into the second quarter, third game to halftime, and then the fourth game you game plan it, you make adjustments at halftime, play a series or 2 in the second half, build up to a regular game. Now, a lot of guys don't play at all. The third game is the game, and then you shut it down for 2 weeks. Now, from what we all know about football is it's kind of the, you got to do it all the time.
Right.
You can't take substantial amount of time. We always complain about guys looking sluggish or whatever for taking a substantial amount of time off.
I'm trying to remember what happened. I remember last year. I know Skylar Thompson played all the last game because it was like him and Azukama were like the greatest quarterback wide receiver duo in preseason history. I feel like Tua only played in the second game last year.
Right. But it's like there's a fine line between protecting a guy and getting him ready. And I think sometimes these teams have these slow starts because nobody's played football and you're doing it on the fly. Now you have an extra game. You have one less preseason game. So I'm wondering if it's going to get back to play a little bit, play until halftime, and adjust at halftime and come out and play in the series in the third game.
No, I'm
And
wrong.
then that's
Okay,
it.
so Tua played. He did not play in the first. That was basically all Skylar Thompson. Where Skylar Thompson came out, he played all that game against the Tampa Bay Bucks, and then so he played the entire game that game.
Mm-hmm.
The next game, Tua got a few reps and then played a lot more in the last game. So that's the way they went last year.
Okay. So they are going back to because
then you like you said, you have a lot of time off. You get that extra time off, so you don't want too rusty.
and see they don't. What they do is that they cancel the last preseason game, right? But you still get that week.
Yes,
And I like
you just
once
want
you get to that point, you're ready to go.
I get you.
Like we built up to this moment. Now we got to go and tune it down, tone it down. I don't know. Like I don't know what the solution is. I'm just saying that for me, it was always a build-up to that point where you could play a whole game. And now it's like you're almost wondering what's the point of doing it at all when you got that 2-week period after the last preseason game. I'd rather them start a week later and not have that break. But I guess people get banged up or what have you, and that extra week may help. I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is behind it.
Well, either way, it gets going this weekend. Obviously, it's going to be a cool week for the Dolphins fan because Zach Thomas does go in the Hall of Fame. That's going to be Goosey's galore.
Yep.
Will be really, really cool. Your boy, Joe Thomas, is also going in.
Yep.
Dude suffered through a lot of losing, but he was good.
He went 1-31.
Jesus.
As one of the best left tackles to ever play the game. Not just in his era.
I'm doing my job here. I'm doing my job. No one's getting up.
Okay.
Got a block for Johnny Manziel.
Should have made a stink, to be honest.
I mean, that he should have made a stink.
Should have made a stink.
Should have made
That's
a
equivalent. If he were to ask out of Cleveland, that is equivalent to Dame.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is it right there.
But if he only wanted to come to the Dolphins, it would be a problem.
It would be. It would be.
If he only wanted to come to the Dolphins, it would be an issue.
I got to tell you, for as important as linemen are, very few linemen get traded. You noticed that, right?
Oh, if you find a good one, you should hold on to him like grim death.
Exactly.
You should hold on.
Exactly.
Like, look, Teron Armstead's got this. Like, Teron Armstead, there was a catch with him being available. He's always hurt. Like, there has to be, like, the people are raving about Robert Hunt. He just keeps getting better every single year. He's going to be, hold on to him for life. You know how hard it's finding for the Dolphins to find a guard?
Right.
Plus, he scores touchdowns. Now, illegal touchdowns.
Hey, that might have been the funniest thing ever, dude.
It's one of the greatest photos of all time.
He picked that ball up. Tried to go over the top.
It was amazing. Like, you know how the Heat have the Heat sell the court culture shirts with the moments on them? The Dolphins need to do that with Robert Hunt. There needs to be.
Well, isn't there a picture in the facility?
Yeah, there needs to be one where we're just selling the Robert Hunt illegal touchdown. It's the greatest play that never was.
That never was.
It's the greatest play, but that dude was humming, dude.
Now, probably wouldn't have been in that situation if he was humming at the defender.
Well, either way,
there's two things you never want to see as a running back or a quarterback. You get the ball and one of your offensive linemen is looking at you. Right? That means something went god awful wrong.
Did you forget that it was illegal? Yes, I did.
He was trying to explain it. And he's like, let me stop lying to these people. Yes,
Other headlines: the Marlins are back in action tonight. They lost to the Phillies yesterday. Sandman on the hill today. Trade deadline today for MLB. Marlins are in some rumors, see if they'll add onto the bat, but they did get Jazz back yesterday, so that's really great. Had a double after Soler hit it. Whew, he hit a bomb ski. Unfortunately, though, you had Okert out there, and Okert.
Meatballs or Russ.
Puck got through his inning though, so good for him. He closed July strong after a really, really bad July.
I mean, those two guys, what are they making? Meatball subs?
They should open up their own Laspadas chain. We're opening up our own Laspadas in section 301 for the Marlins. It's called Meatballs, Okert, and AJ Puck. Oh, delicious. Anyway, the Pinks are back in action tomorrow against Orlando City. So that's exciting. Canes, they just wrapped up their first fall practice. So the Canes are back in the mix. Yeah. Well, that's what they call it. I know it is technically still summer.
Summer just started, dude.
Summer's in no, summer started like 6 weeks ago. That's what they call it. Why are you looking at me like that? They call it fall practice. It's not spring practice. They don't call it they don't call it training camp.
When I go outside and it feels like 105, you're gonna have a hard time getting me to say fall practice.
And we have an update on a story we've been talking about. Mark Jackson did get let go by ESPN yesterday, he announced. So they will go with Doris, Burke, and Doc Rivers with Mike Breen.
Dang.
And he apparently had 2 years left on his deal.
Does he still get paid?
Yep.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
But rats off a ship on Mark Jackson.
I mean, that makes
and
sense.
You want to know who's getting
you got to tell your body not now.
And you want to know who's getting a promotion to the other teams now that the Doris Burke and is moving up? It's JJ Redick. JJ Redick getting more prominent games.
You know who else they got? They got rid of Keyshawn.
They got rid of that whole show.
That whole show?
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Was it not good?
I
don't even ever remember
I think that's kind of the point.
Right.
Like, I think it's like it never really got. I know what happened was like a bit originally when they put Jay Williams and Keyshawn together, they had the original host Zubin Mehenti, and like he got really sick like immediately after they got that job, and so like he was never on the show. Then they went to Max Kellerman, and I don't know, it just never.
Is it a Max thing? No, because
I don't know. Max has not had a load of success. Well, he's had six. I mean, I don't want to say he has a load of success. He's been in ESPN forever, but nothing's really stuck over his last couple of gigs, right?
Right. He should just stick with the fight game.
He was great. He was always great talking boxing, but ESPN. See, here's the thing. This is what ESPN doesn't embrace boxing. Like, I think it was actually like Oscar De La Hoya threw out that they banned ESPN's that Showtime banned ESPN from covering the fight because they were given so little coverage. I don't know if that's true or not because it's Oscar De La Hoya, so take it for what it's worth.
Right.
But
and it seemed like right after that they went and got UFC.
Yeah. It's just covered, like their broadcast for fighting is good. Like it was better with Andre Ward. I mean, Andre Ward was losing him sucks because I thought that he was the best guy in the analysis game. Like, and he was a good balance because he's kind of serious. Tim Bradley's a little wacky. Now I just got wacky guy out there, and so it makes the fights a little bit weird. Anyway, I digress. We'll get back into some more shenanigans after this.
Sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in. Hop in her. Throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Get that pelican out of here.
Pelican.
That's what he plays for.
That's funny.
That's what he plays for, man. Give us a weather update, Leroy, from the DeBensman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them up, 866-954.
Folks, it is mostly cloudy. Planes going from left to right. That means winds are out of the west. And the winds aren't really that bad, probably around 10 miles an hour. But let me tell you.
Let him tell you.
Still hot as hell.
Soupy? Would you describe it as soupy?
Not so soupy because the sun's not out. If the sun was out, it'd get pretty soupy. But I would say it's probably 93, 94 degrees.
What is, would you say those clouds are ominous?
Let me see. Definitely some precipitation in the air.
Don't be so myopic.
I would say, wow. That cloud just hanging over us kind of has the old just bad luck vibe to it, doesn't it?
It does. It does look like bad luck.
I always wonder, when we were flying in, because I was just trying to think of stuff to stop from shaking so much because the plane was all over the place.
Anxiety!
Yeah. I was thinking, wow, those clouds look like pillows. Like, isn't it weird that those clouds can rain, but we can fly through them? Right? Like, if I hold up this glass of water, right, we can't go through the water bottle.
It's because there's plastic, dude.
No, but even if the water was just there, it would like create some kind of resistance.
You know, there's not like actually angels living on a cloud, right?
No, but come on. I was in a spot, right? I was in a place. First of all, I was crammed up in a little bitty baby seat.
It really was tiny,
right? You had the middle seat.
I had the middle seat, and my backpack did not fit all the way under the seat. So my giant feet, I had to like shove them under the backpack because at first I was like on my toes, and I'm like, my feet are gonna hurt so bad if I have to be like this the whole time.
I saw something incredible. So this lady, right, was flying with her daughter. Her daughter was sitting next to me in the middle seat. One guy was on the outside, I was on the inside. She comes over, talk to the guy. She goes, "You mind if we switch and I sit, next to my daughter?" He goes, "Where you sitting at?" She pointed at you. "You got a middle seat?" "Oh, hell no." He went back to doing what he was doing.
Damage is done.
No, yeah. Like, I'm like, he ain't even tried to sit. No, nobody wants to sit in the middle seat. Not unless you sit with the person you flew with. And I got to tell you, seeing the way you were squished in over there, I'm glad we wasn't sitting next to each other.
Oh, yeah, it would have sucked. No, the fact that I was next to two tiny people did help a little bit.
Right.
But it was still crammed. It was still a cram sandwich for sure. Dolphins on the practice field. Jalen Ramsey's out there. He's supporting on the crutches. So hopefully we wishing Jalen Ramsey a speedy and healthy recovery. Everything goes well there. It's been flashing though. Word is the young rookie that Cam Smith's doing things out there, Leroy.
Okay.
So that's been good to hear.
Good. They're gonna need him.
Gonna need him. Kader Kohu.
Yeah.
Noah.
Because
I'm not gonna leave.
Well, maybe. Listen, you're the one who keeps saying he's young. Maybe this is the year.
Who?
Noah.
No. I'm saying they're gonna need him because
Nick need him.
Oh, double move.
Shake and bake. Oh yeah.
Watch. You'll see it.
Are you predicting that Eli Apple won't be on the team by end of camp?
As I said, I have bought a boatload of apples. In honor of Eli Apple, I will eat an apple every day. I will bring an apple to work every day. Now, I got a handful of apples, right? I don't know if I have to go buy more. I'm probably going to have to, but I'm going to keep this going. It's a win-win.
Yeah, it is
If
good
he's
for you.
still here, that means he's performing, and the apple's good for me.
Keep the doctor away.
So I can.
That's what they say. Is that not what they say? That's what they say.
They
I
do.
mean, you eat flies. Stop it.
Wow.
Protein.
Out.
He is right. He's right about that though.
And
Huh?
she's right about that.
You know what
Protein.
that thing is? What's that show with the naked people, Naked and Afraid?
You know what it is.
You're the only one that watches it.
I don't watch it.
Yeah,
It's
you
just on. Listen, I go to channel 118. That is where I see Mayday Air Disaster. And then I just go up through the channels and it's on one of the channels. So it's like they just eating ants. Like, why would I put myself in a situation where I can't eat a big fat ass cheeseburger when I want to?
I don't know, dude. Like
Huh?
I don't know the answers to this stuff.
It's all respect, though. It's not even like a $1
Do you
million
get full
prize.
off eating ants?
No, you don't get full of eating nothing they eat
Anteaters do.
So then why would they eat it?
because they eat 1,000 of them.
I was gonna say, how many ants do you think an anteater has to eat?
I don't know. It's a good question. Can you look that up?
How many ants?
Kind of like the woodchuck could chuck wood question, right?
I'm gonna chuck you in about 2 seconds. You're like, what are you doing?
Oh my god! They
How
can
many-
eat. Okay, hold on. Let's just take guesses because I didn't expect this number.
I say they got to eat like 2,000 ants for a snack.
All right,
I'll say 15,000.
all right. Tobin,
Where have you seen 15,000 ants in one place?
In a
JP?
sitting, 15,000 ants is what
a
Jay
day,
Fix
in a
said.
day, in a day,
In a day.
Yes.
I'm gonna
2,000.
go. I was gonna go lower than that. I'm gonna go like 400.
Okay. 30,000 to 35,000 ants or termites a day.
30,000.
So wait,
30.
can I ask you a question?
I was.
Why don't we have anteaters as pets
Yeah, true. Get rid of that ant problem quick.
Hold on.
and termites?
Because
What, you don't believe his Google?
They'll be done.
So
See?
11 million ants are getting eaten a year by one anteater.
And we still
How
can't
many
get rid of
ants do we have?
That's
a lot.
He is mind blown.
so many ants.
How many anteaters are on the planet?
They're not here. We don't have anteaters here.
No, I know, but like
So our ants are safe.
5,000 anteaters in the world,
That's it?
in the wild.
What countries? Australia? Australia seem like they have
I
everything.
think they're an Amazon creature.
There's
Really?
different
You
kinds.
can
of
buy
them,
one
too.
on Amazon.
Can you?
Really?
Wow.
No.
Bezos. Getting
I just
crazy.
buy one and put them in my backyard. You think I get along with the
I think
dogs?
Zeus would like it.
Free shipping?
Huh?
They kind of look like dogs.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. There's a couple of beautiful ones at the Palm Beach Zoo.
Yeah, I'm glad you said beautiful because I'm looking at them and they ain't cute.
No, they're cute. You don't think anteaters are cute?
No.
Nah, look
Sorry to
at
say.
Little slurpy tongue.
Ugh.
You know,
Ants.
Marcos knows about
I was
that.
gonna say it's okay when he does it. 30,000 ants, huh?
Oh, it's one word.
Anteater?
Yeah.
Oh.
An anteater is one
'Cause
word.
he's an anteater.
Is that a?
Whoa, this one here, he struggles.
We'll take a quick break.
This
damn it.
anteater has a small look. This anteater has a small snoot. He struggles.
Isn't it
No, that's
snout?
I don't think that's an anteater, dude.
Then why is it pictured with the anteaters?
It's
It
a rat.
says
I think it's a
anteater.
cousin. It's not like the official giant. It's not the giant anteater, not the OG.
It's a raccoon, Leroy.
It's like a toy version.
Schmeathan says idiot is also one word.
Jeez.
Damage is done. Next.
Got what you
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Time to get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend.
The damage is done, my friend.
I'll go first. So we talked about this on Friday. Sean Payton. He hosed down Nathaniel Hackett. Hosed him down. And so the funny thing about this was, you don't hear coaches go after coaches. Kind of an odd thing.
Nope.
And so for him to basically just throw it on out there that this guy's a bum. Well, this did not make Aaron Rodgers happy.
It was the most transparent we've ever seen a coach talk about another coach.
Just hosing down an old regime. Like I couldn't imagine, Mike McDaniel taking the job and he's going to host. I mean, he probably wouldn't because he doesn't have the clout. But let's just say whatever coach comes on in and just hoses down the last guy. It doesn't really happen. There's a reason they call it coach speak. You're trying to say nothing. Trying to say nothing.
Even when talking about a player, usually it's never that direct. It's always some sort of, maybe introspective or something, how I could have done better kind of vibe.
Right. So do you have Aaron Rodgers? So Aaron Rodgers was on NFL Network and he was asked about the original comments. And this is what Aaron Rodgers had to say initially on what Sean Payton had to say.
Yeah, I love Nathaniel Hackett, and those comments were very surprising. For a coach to do that to another coach, my love for Hackett goes deep. We had some great years together in Green Bay, kept in touch, love him and his family. He's an incredible family man, incredible dad. And on the field, he's arguably my favorite coach I've ever had in the NFL. Just his approach to it, how he makes it fun, how he cares about the guys, just how he goes about his business with respect, with leadership, with honesty, with integrity. And it made me feel bad that someone who's accomplished a lot in the league is that insecure that they have to take another man down to set themselves up for some sort of easy fall if it doesn't go well for that team this year. Thought it was way out of line and inappropriate, and I think he needs to keep my coach's names out of his mouth.
Whoa! Damn. Very animated, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Not happy with what he said about his coach and friend. Well, Sean Payton has apologized.
Yeah.
Sean Payton has come out and he had, this is what a line this is to start. I had one of those moments where I still had my Fox hat on and not my coaching hat on. Working for Fox last year. And I said this in the team meeting that we had a great offseason relative to that. I've been preaching that message. And here I am, the veteran, stepping in it. This was a learning experience for me. It was a mistake, obviously. I needed a bit more of a filter. I said what I said, and obviously I needed a bit more restraint, and I regret that.
But he doesn't regret what he said.
The damage is done, my friend.
Right? He never said he never said I was wrong or I shouldn't have said it.
Dude, that is the ultimate. The damage is done, Sean Payton.
Damage is done. Did he apologize?
Yeah, he regrets it. Says, I think the world of Robert Saleh. I know him. I don't know Nathaniel Hackett, but at the right time, I will certainly bring more interest to the game when we play them. But it seems like years from now, I'll handle it the right way. So I think he's going to reach out with an apology. Now, Aaron Rodgers was asked about a potential apology. This is what the Jets QB had to say about that.
The Hackett thing. Is it over in your head? How do you feel about it? Sean Payton today said that's in the past after your comments yesterday. What do you make of them?
I still got a lot more to say.
Please.
I don't need to. I said what I said. I stand by
it.
Wait. There's a way of handling things and probably a way not to. Sometimes you say something really stupid. It warrants an apology. Sometimes you don't apologize. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Sean's entitled to his opinion. I'm entitled to mine. It's more to say for a different time.
So no text from him? No apologies?
I haven't heard anything.
Wow. I have a lot more to say. Go ahead. I'm not going to say it right now. Okay. You tease. All right. What do you got, Leroy?
So I had the strangest thing happen to me. I was in a store, right? Not Publix. I was picking up food. And I ordered online. I went to pick it up. And a guy accidentally grabbed my bag. And first thing he did was reach in to get fries. Like, hey man, that's not yours,
Okay.
right? He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go." I said, "Oh, hell no.
Damage is done.
Damage is done.
Fingers
You
in
know,
there.
go get me some fries." He said, "Just take my fries." No, we're not sharing food. We don't know each other
Why
like
can't you
that.
just take his fries?
Huh?
Why can't you just take his fries?
No.
Why?
So he put his hands in my bag.
Okay.
Then you want him to go put his hand in his bag, grab the fries, and put them in my bag?
It's not the same as eating your fries. If you're on the outside lines of it, you're fine.
How about checking to make sure whose food you got?
Made the guy go back and get you new fries?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
He lucky I didn't make him. Dude, that's nasty.
Dude,
You
first of all,
don't put your hand in other
okay, but
people's.
it's an honest mistake.
You don't mess with a man's
It wasn't.
fries.
Wait, it was an honest mistake. I get it, but there's 4 or 5 bags there. Shouldn't you check to make sure it's
It was
yours?
a quick grab. I understand, but he was offering you new fries that were in his bag.
No, I want new fries from the store.
That's
I don't
so
want
ridiculous.
him. No.
So he went and brought you big fries from the.
No, we just told him, hey, he picked up the wrong bag. We need another fry. That's it. Look,
Damage
some
is
people
done,
would make
my
him.
friend.
Some people, you put your hand in their bag, they want a whole new order.
Mm-hmm.
So stop with that. I'm not out of line for that. Dude should have paid attention, but he's like,
I just don't understand why you couldn't take his new fries.
because I don't want his hands in my bag.
So take them out yourself.
His hands were in my bag.
Damage is done.
It was already there. He's lucky I didn't make him do the whole order.
The whole order?
Yeah, they would have. The
What else did
restaurant
you
would have
get?
did it. Huh?
What else did you get?
I got a chicken sandwich.
That was wrapped in paper, though, right?
Yeah, but
It's got a fork.
Still kind of.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, dude. What do you
You
got?
don't,
Some
like,
hand sanitizer
I'm
on your
sorry,
sandwich?
you're an animal and you hose through anything.
It's like I already know what's going on in the back of that restaurant. I think I'd live with a guy's finger being on my food for a second.
No, that
You don't
sounds
know where that finger has
disgusting.
been.
Right? Doesn't that sound
That's
disgusting?
nasty.
If it's on the
That's
outside of the
nasty.
fry
No,
pan,
it doesn't matter.
I was
Wait,
gonna see,
wait,
but I didn't like the
wait,
description.
hold on. You know you go rogue when you go into that bag.
Yeah, I know. I'm agreeing that he definitely had to replace the fries, but I do think that him just giving you the fries out of his bag is a what's the word? Substantive replacement. I think that's fine.
No,
Him having to go back and get you new
he
fries.
was eating food out of my bag.
You reach in, you take him out of his bag.
No.
No.
You guys are weird.
You gotta
You're
redo your
weird.
order, dude. I'm not alone on this.
Nah,
You're
you're alone
crazy.
on this.
Because you're an animal and you pretty much eat
You're an
anything.
anteater.
Right? You pretty much eat anything. You don't care. You're like, oh no, Biggs.
I just think like, I demand you get me new fried potatoes.
No,
Look,
it's
I
nasty.
love fries. Don't touch my fries.
I understand. Don't touch your fries, but he had replacement fries. Like if he had taken a bite out of your sandwich, you making him go get you a new sandwich? No. Oh, sorry. Here's your sandwich.
Yeah. 2 dirty hands don't make a clean fry.
What do you got, J Fig?
So actually, I wanted to ask you if the damage was done in this scenario.
Mhm.
So Cardi B was recently in Las Vegas,
I saw this.
and she's another victim that got, I guess, something.
What's going
thrown
on with this? With the people?
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I
Why
don't
would
know
you
why
pay-
it's a
pay
trend.
all that
I don't
money
know.
to get close enough to throw something on somebody.
I don't know, guys.
So-
I wish I knew.
So Cardi B, somebody threw a drink at her, yeah?
So somebody threw a drink at her, but more has come out on this.
Mm.
Apparently, she was really hot and she just asked the crowd, "Can you guys throw some water at me?" Because she was hot, and as they were throwing water on her, she was twerking with the water. And then I guess after she stopped twerking, person decided, let me get her front, and then threw the water. But is the damage done?
let me get
Did
this
she
straight.
ask for
Let me
it?
get this
It's
straight.
her fault.
Cardi B, I didn't know this. Cardi B was asking for people to throw drinks at her.
So they were asking, she was asking, throw water at me. It's hot out here. And then as the water was, reaching her buttocks, she was twerking.
Yes.
Buttocks.
Buttocks.
In the buttocks.
Nobody does buttocks except you and Forrest Gump.
Well,
I got
Then
shot
I-
in the buttocks.
Anyway. But then after she stopped twerking is when she got hose down on her front side. So I don't know if that
It's her fault. You can't control the animals.
I don't know if I believe that. Cardi B has admitted this, or this is actually what
no.
happened.
So
Additional
she
video,
says it on the video.
Okay, so because for the follow up on this is when she gets thrown. So the lady throws the water on Cardi B or the drink on Cardi B, and Cardi B throws a microphone at her.
Yeah, like she beamed
beamed her. Like
yes.
she threw it like Tua's accuracy to Tyreek Hill. Cardi B with a microphone, and now Cardi B's in trouble. She's going to face battery charge. Yeah,
correct. She is a suspect for battery after her mic toss.
That's on her. Because you think you're in a controlled environment when you tell wild, crazy fans to do something.
At Vegas.
It don't
In
stop.
Vegas.
It don't stop when you want it to. She gonna get
Unless you
drinks.
say, all right, thank you guys.
Right.
You stop.
Right.
I don't know though. What if I'm like, punch me in the face, and then someone comes and punches me? Can I still sue them for battery?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't think so.
What?
No
Really?
term. You asked for it.
No way. I don't think the court does that.
See, I don't want to fall into
Tobin all
that
the
thing
time.
of
You asked
they
for
asked
this.
for it.
What did I ask for?
You
I'm
asked
just saying,
for
in
it,
general, like things happen.
You know what you asked for.
Well, if Cardi B, I would say if Cardi B was asking for drinks to be thrown at her, I was unaware of that. And then, you can't throw an out route to a lady with a microphone.
Damage is done, my friend.
All right.
Marcos?
It's more of an inseam, right?
Fair. Like Scoot Boogie.
I'm still waiting on that.
Dude,
the board is
Or in this,
clean.
case, it'd be the booty scoop boogie.
Ooh, that's a point.
Come on, dude. That's a good point.
Point for Tobin.
I'll get to it. Don't worry. Listen, I got my play.
It's been more than a week, I think.
Well, we haven't been here.
Yeah, but you're here today.
I am here. I'm ready. I got it all set.
Really?
I'm ready.
How
Bootleg
set
Scoop
are
Boogie.
you?
Because I'm gonna have questions about said play.
We'll get to it. Got some coaching to get to. I got stuff I want to talk about. Got to get to Jack Tyler Hero.
All right, Marcos.
Oh, Jack Tyler Hero. He's swole again?
Oh, dude.
Is he gonna
Maybe
be
the
able
best
to-
shape he's ever been in.
Wow.
Maybe the best shape he's ever been. But, Marcos, please.
Yes.
I don't want to take your time.
Thank you. So kind of you. My damage is done goes to one Peter Michael Bartholomew Johnson Davidson V.
Okay, stop.
Pete Davidson
Again?
back at it again. You guys may have remembered a few weeks ago when he costed me some money by flip-flopping on whether or not he was going to come to the Improv. Ended up not coming, costing me some money that weekend.
Wasn't he like going to rehab?
He was out of rehab. But then it wasn't that any sort of like I want to go to rehab. It was like I don't want to do more than 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
it's
That's
like,
right.
okay,
All right.
well,
And
we
so you're
can't-
just like, hey, like no one's paying 20 minutes for Pete Davidson.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, he got in the ears of the big suits, and he has returned to work, of course, on the only 2 days off this week that I have. So now, instead of having 2 days off in the past 15, I will be now working 15 days straight to accommodate Mr.
Pete Davidson.
How
Two
nice.
shows
What's on his
tonight.
rider?
You know what? Surprisingly, nothing crazy. Nothing. I think he has like he asked for like 2 Bic lighters, which I thought that was like, do they have to be Bic lighters?
Whatever happened
They
with
have to be.
what happened with our boy Soder? Did he do a good set?
He did. He did have a good set. Very chill, very laid back. McDaniel was not in the building, unfortunately. But Soder, nice guy, friend of the
Was
show.
he still talking trash about the Nuggets?
No, he was on to Niner Nation at that point. Yeah, he was
alright.
very, very adamant about the Niners.
All right. All right. Well, listen, man, I'm sorry Pete Davidson ruined your days off.
On both of the locations. He'll be at Dania tonight, and then on Sunday, he'll be in
Stand-up
Miami.
comedy on a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday. You know why? Because he
Not a
hates
fan.
And he's in town until Sunday?
So yesterday they announced tickets on sale. Within 10 minutes, already sold out. So he's like, all right, I'll go to Miami.
Who
on
is this
Sunday."
current squeeze? He's not. Is he still with Kim
I
Kardashian?
have no idea.
No.
Can
Are you
Google
laughing
that?
at the term squeeze?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I Google
Who
that?
says that?
Pete Davidson.
Dude,
Oh, the old love calling a dame a squeeze.
Are you calling yourself old?
wait, you went twice into the old. Dame and
Ah, she's a
squeeze.
real dame.
Kaya Gerber.
Who?
That's what I don't know.
No, he's not.
That's what it says.
Is
No,
she,
that's
what is she
old
like? The
news.
Gerber
Oh,
heiress?
She's
Old
with somebody
news.
else. She's with the guy from Euphoria.
Oh, the guy from Euphoria.
Yeah. Oh
Pete-
no.
With us.
Pete Davidson seeing new girlfriend chase Sui Wonders. I can't keep up with this guy.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, he looks like an albino.
Who?
Pete Davidson. He does. He looks like that guy from what's the name of that? The movie with
You talking about Powder? That's like the only famous albino movie I know of.
the one from with
Matrix.
no.
Just gotta throw movies out there.
True Blood?
The religious show.
True Blood. Wow.
Which one?
Religious show.
The religious movie with Tom Hanks.
Passion of the Christ.
No, with Tom Hanks.
Lost.
No.
Dude, we're not going to play the guessing game. Just look it up during the break. Back after this.
Hold on.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, download the Odyssey app and follow Tobin and Leroy. You guys want to listen to us on demand, get the Tobin and Leroy podcast. The Odyssey app is where you want to catch us. You guys, I was explaining the Odyssey app today, Jay Fig. I was like, look at all these options you have to listen to us. Perusing, so easy to use. And, you can scroll, use the rewind feature. You could jump around segment to segment. And if you want to just listen to us in podcast form, you could do that as well. It's all there for you, baby. So download the Odyssey app. Follow Tobin and Leroy today. All on the Odyssey app. You guys can catch us there. You can also get tapped out if you guys like fights and all that.
You know what make me warmer?
As well.
Food.
Cuddling.
Look, I gotta be like you've put yourself in a state where like bring a hoodie, bring a sandwich. Because like you off the rails on a show, like if your temperature's thrown off a little or your tummy's not full, but if it's too full, then you're also out. Like
No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
There's no gray areas.
We got to find that perfect balance. Why are you so cold lately? It's not cold.
It's not.
It is cold.
It's not. I'm worried. Like, do you have the flu? I'm worried about you.
No, I don't have the flu.
Are you sure?
No.
Let me feel your forehead.
What's the
It feels
verdict?
good. It feels fine.
It feels cold because I'm
It feels
cold.
fine. It feels fine. Let's get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
U.S. Women's National Team, they advanced early in the morning.
I saw actually that it was, you had mentioned earlier that it was 0-0, and that's how they were able to advance. And I saw them in front of their fans signing autographs and stuff. And then I immediately saw the commentators completely rip them apart, saying they should not be celebrating and that.
Look, I'm not the person to ask about this. I'm not a soccer expert. I've heard that this isn't like the best. Obviously, look, they're one of the most dominant teams over the last whatever.
Yeah.
And they haven't been that thus far. But I'm not going to be the guy. You want to listen? You want
Here's
you want
what I
about
have to say.
you if you want me to critique the women's national, I'll be a phony because I don't know, and I don't know how they're supposed to look.
I don't know what. The only thing you can do at this point is advance to this point in time. Okay. Have they looked as dominant as they have in past World Cups? Absolutely not.
I also don't know because the game was at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Thanks, Australia. How did they get the World Cup? It's on the other side of the world.
They'll be saying that to us in 2 years.
I really feel like it's inconvenient for the rest of the
They're
world.
used to it, though. The Australian love doing things backwards.
Hmm.
The water goes backwards. Times are flipped. I think Ben Simmons is a good basketball player.
The water goes? Oh, you're talking about like the toilet?
Yeah, the
goes?
toilet.
Hmm.
I will say, though, you want to know what the Australians have given us? Bluey. Great card.
Oh, you know, I hear a lot of good things about Bluey. I thought that would be past your kids' time.
No, they love Bluey.
Bluey?
They love Bluey.
I hear a lot of good things
And their
about it.
cousins like it. It's one of those things where it's like it kind of goes through a whole age range. They got the sneaky adult jokes in there too. Hilarious.
I did hear a lot about
Yeah,
that.
Bluey's parents are very horny.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that's what they meant necessarily.
Is that it? You'll see. Once
I'll
once
take
little
a-
tadpoles comprehending cartoons, they'll love Bluey.
I hear a lot of good things. A lot of good things. My brother says he cries once a week from watching Bluey.
What?
What?
I don't know. I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
so I can't get him shoes.
man.
Talk about he cries at cartoons.
They'd stop points out the Bee Gees. We didn't go to Australian Bee Gees.
But the Bee Gees are Australian. That's why I don't know why they call them Australian Bee Gees.
Well, I don't think most of the Bee Gees aren't with us anymore.
Redundant.
That was back in the day where all men sung like women.
Was that a falsetto?
Yes.
It was popular at that time.
Anyway, basketball wise, one thing I am an expert on. I'm not an expert on women's soccer. What do I am an expert on?
Game ops.
Game ops, yes,
Okay.
but also social media detective work.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
you-
that's
Boots on
because
the
you're
gram.
on social
Oh,
media
good at
all
that.
day.
Boots
we
on the
missing?
gram, dude. Boots on the gram.
What do
And
you
I gotta
got?
tell you,
Hmm?
Damian Lillard rumors aside, right? This Tyler Herro, every summer he's able to sway me. You know, every summer he's able to sway me because every time he's able to put out a photo on Instagram, and I'm just like, man, he looks incredible. And this latest photo of Tyler Herro, I mean,
oh, okay.
You know,
Flex.
look at
Wow.
that guy. Look at him.
Okay, no, this is
That's
Leroy.
incredible. Look at him.
Leroy, you got to say something on this one.
Tyler Herro looks
Come on.
amazing,
Leroy
dude.
is taken back.
This is very clearly the swollest he's looking.
That's the swollest he's. I feel like
He's not here.
I feel like it more
Hold on.
defined, I'd
Wow.
probably say.
Hold on.
Tickets to the gun
You
show.
guys are confusing swole with cut.
Dude, he looks
Right?
incredible.
He is ripped,
He looks like
Ripped.
he's
but
working
he
out.
ain't no bigger.
Tyler Herro looks like he's been working out in Russia, dude.
Wow.
Like
In
he's
the
been
cold.
lifting boulders.
Fighting bears.
Look at him, dude. And like, do his arms look longer to you? Does it feel like he's less
No.
T-Rexy?
He's bent over.
It's almost touching
Oh
the
my
ground.
God! You know, if you bend over, your legs look low.
What?
Oh, stop!
You don't think it looks a little longer there?
He's hunched over
No,
like.
I think there's something to Tyler Herro here, dude. And now I don't know if we could trade him.
Oh,
What's crazy about
please,
this?
this dang
Please
thing
don't
has to
take it
happen,
back.
'cause
He's
you-
mid-dribble.
You just don't stop.
Yeah, like he's not even flexing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know,
saying.
you're in like quick action there. You know, look at that shot.
If anything, he's not flexing right
Yeah,
now.
that's just whoop. These are just which way's the beach? I don't know.
Wow.
Sun's out, guns out.
How did you feel when you saw this picture?
I was like, wow, we're making a big mistake. That's what I felt like, J-Fig, quite frankly.
Dude, you change
feel
your
like-
mind about things every second.
But look at him,
I feel
dude.
like
I
you're a
mean,
part of the mistake too because you love trading him.
Uh-oh.
guilty. But he also always brings me back.
Did you just say
Rumble in the
guilty?
jungle.
You know?
Guess I can't get Uber.
Why? What's wrong?
They can't get around on the moped.
Oh, on their Thunder? Oh, yeah, that's a problem. But dude, like this is I mean, we are talking to a guy. He's only going in, he's gonna be 24 in the middle of the year. You know, youngin'. He's a pup, but now he's turning into a dog.
I gotta
I don't
Google
know.
this before. I think
this trade has to happen. So you can just go ahead on and do what you need to do because you change your mind too much. You change your mind too much.
What do you mean?
So which one of the young ones you gonna trade?
I mean, Hawkins is available now. I mean, you know,
sweetener.
I've seen his body. He kind of looks like he's got a Pilates body.
Wow.
What is that?
What is
You
this
know, it's
supposed
like
to mean?
he's got that lean muscle to him. Not out of shape. But not this. He's not Tyler Herro, dude.
Shredded.
I mean, Tyler Herro's been working out for
Exactly.
3 years
That's what
with
I'm
this
It'll
saying.
come with
Well,
time.
he's only, I think Hawkins is only a year younger than Tyler Herro.
It doesn't
look at
matter.
that.
He ain't had this
Eh.
kind of work and conditioning.
Working conditioning, why? That's his choice, not Tyler. I mean, Tyler.
No, that's not. Then why didn't Tyler do it before then?
What do you mean?
He started getting this way when he got to the Heat.
It's gradual
So
growth.
why do you think nobody else could
Exactly.
do it?
Gradual
I don't
growth.
know.
Just box
Yeah, it's true.
yourself in. It's
No.
gradual growth.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Give
so
him a
why
year
They're the
to
same
get him
age.
here.
They're the same
That has nothing to
age.
do with it.
They
Started.
don't have weights at UCLA.
So according to you, Chris Winkie should have won the Super Bowl because he was a 26-year-old rookie.
No, that's not what I'm
Yes.
saying. If
Yes,
you told me
it
if
is.
Jaime Hawkins was, here's the difference. Here's the
26.
difference.
Yeah.
You know, like how Jovic comes in skinny, right?
Yep.
And then immediately beefs up to a Serbian Terminator.
But it wasn't right away.
It was
so
a-
why don't you give it some time?
With Hawkins?
Yeah.
Because he's not a child like Jovic.
Oh, makes sense.
Hawkins needs to be ready to go. He needs to be like break
Wait,
out of the.
so he was about the same age as Tyler Herro, correct?
He's a year younger than Tyler Herro.
Oh no, I'm talking about Jovic.
When he got to the Heat, yeah.
Right. So 1 year
Mhm.
off-season program.
Yeah.
Boom. Why can't that happen for Hawkins? He ain't had this kind of training yet.
Well, listen, you told me who do I want to throw in the trade, and I'm just letting you know because he's got the Pilates body. I'm ready to go.
So
Sweetener.
I don't understand this. This is why me and you get into it all the time.
Mhm.
You never have patience with developing a player.
That's not true. That's not true.
You just said the guy had a Pilates body. What are you talking about? He ain't been working out for 2 seconds with the Heat.
Listen, if he does, I'm sure he's going to look amazing. I don't have time for that. I got to get Dame Dollar.
Actually, you do have
what
a lot
do
of
you have
time for
time
that
for?
because
What do I have
we've been
time for?
waiting.
Yeah.
I have time to get Dame Dollar. Let's go. I'm ready to. But now I don't know if I want to trade Tyler Herro.
I
Look at him.
please hope this happens so we can stop with your phoniness. You can stop talking about
I'm not
stuff.
a phony.
You're being a phony.
If anything, I'm more transparent than anybody about this. It's very hard for me.
You've changed your mind 8 times.
No. On the players, yes.
That's still you on the He said,
sweetener.
I've changed my mind. No, on the players, yes. You included half of the Heat roster.
But I haven't
in this
changed my mind
trade.
on wanting Damian Lillard.
No,
Just so I'm clear on that.
Oh, but I'm talking about the players.
I know it's tough.
Like we have trade deadline in baseball. He has. I can't.
But like
so he can be
when you have a month of just one trade, it's like you go through a lot of different emotions. So immediately
I told you not to do this because you had time.
I don't listen to you on that though.
I know you don't.
But I'm not
going to
listen. I'm never going to listen to you. On
That's
that.
why we have. You got to wait. They have time.
No,
there's no rush.
I know, but see, here's the thing. They have time, but you know what comes with more time?
What?
More of my mind changing.
No kidding.
So like,
I'm familiar.
But here's how it goes.
Wait.
Here's how it goes.
Hold on.
What?
I'm familiar with you.
But here's how it goes.
I know this.
Here's how it goes. So it's
Go
like,
ahead.
all right, immediately I realize Tyler's got to go. Okay, that's how it's going to go. But then it's like, well, maybe he doesn't going to go. If nobody wants him, maybe we keep him. And then it's like, well, then we got to trade Jovic. But then Jovic plays summer league games and he's amazing. And then it's like, oh, then Jaquez has to go. It's like, well, Jaquez, is he ready to go? Well, he can't be traded.
Very athletic.
Very athletic. Remember that first summer league game that he had? It was amazing. So I go through a lot of range of emotions. What if they want Orlando Robinson?
Hold on. Why don't you just take a step back?
Hmm?
Let things play out a little bit.
I am letting them play out.
No, you're not.
I am letting them play out.
You feel like you have to make a new
you're
trade
not, because
every
you still
day.
have
No.
time for them.
See, if anything, I am letting it play out because then
you're not.
In the meanwhile, Tyler Herro.
Stop doing that.
What am I doing?
You're too breathy.
Wait, what do you mean? In the meanwhile,
you're too.
I don't know what you're talking about. But like in the meanwhile, Tyler Herro is out here getting jacked to the gills, and I don't know if I want to trade him. He looks incredible. Look at that. JF, put that up there for our audience.
What does that have to do with basketball?
I mean, he just looks in incredible shape. And everybody, like, the one thing about Tyler Herro you cannot deny, kid's a workhorse. A workhorse, dude. He works like a horse.
How do you know Jovic isn't that?
I do think he is like that.
How do you know Jaquez isn't that?
Maybe.
We'll never find out because you didn't trade him.
Right now, he's got a Pilates body.
Did Tyler have a Pilates body when he came in?
Very much so.
Okay. Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay. So do we see where this is going? Are you going to give it a chance?
They're the
you
same
don't
age,
care?
though. You know?
It has not. Dude, let me explain something to you. How old you are doesn't count as far as how grown you are.
No. Listen.
Tyler is more grown.
Tyler has
than-
culture years.
Oh, so you think it's like different?
Yeah, it's like dog.
So
years.
UCLA years and Heat years are not the same?
No, because he's
For
a
sure.
professional basketball player.
Like a dog ages 7
NIL,
years.
though.
Culture years is
What?
like 3.
NIL.
No, he ain't getting this kind of work.
You don't think that Jaquez has
They're
got
not
any
getting that
NIL?
kind of basketball work like
At
Tyler's been
UCLA?
getting 24/7. No, he had to go to school.
UCLA is like a heritage program.
He had to go to school.
So?
Tyler ain't got to do nothing but basketball. If Jaime Jaquez gets into that situation,
Okay,
he's
dude.
going to get the body too.
I'm sure star of UCLA, Jaime Jaquez, is doing a philosophy paper.
What?
Come on.
You are the worst.
That
You
guy's
know
not
what?
going to
That's
school.
you know what? That's what you get for going
Jaquez
to
is
Barry.
Jaquez is so old. I mean, he calls his lady a squeeze.
Isn't that what you said earlier?
Yeah. What is it?
I'm
what's,
old.
What's that in Spanish?
Squeeze?
You speak Spanish, don't you?
Yeah, but that's not.
Doesn't translate.
No,
Not everything's an equal
exactly.
translation.
Yeah.
Who is this current squeeze?
The
Dude,
amount
what
of
are you
intrigue.
doing?
Who is this current
I
squeeze?
feel
Like
like
he was
you should
working
be.
for TMZ
I
in
feel
that
like you
moment.
and Lynn should be eating Melba toast and drinking a cup of coffee
Oh, and some fruitcake.
and some fruitcake. Yeah.
Glenn loves fruitcake.
Well, our mouths were turned upside down because that was disgusting. And Lynn's like, "Ooh, you got any more?"
Take a quick break.
The old love fruitcake.
Who is All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel, Miami 560 WQAM. You guys can subscribe there, watch us live every single day from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., then watch us on demand. We also put clips up, a couple every day. You guys can also watch clips from the Hockman and Crowder show, Sports Day, Krantz's Corner. Joe Rose will get up there one day. I'm telling you, every time I see Joe, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm trying to finagle. I'm trying to convince him. Let's get Joe Rose on the video.
Think I should get some of those battle raps we do in the morning?
Yeah,
on video?
I think you should. I think you should. I'm trying to get it. You know, I'm saying, listen, it'll be fun. Let's just have a good time.
Yeah,
but not yet. Not yet. We will get Joe up there. I promise. We will find a way.
Where
Okay.
there's a will, there's a way, my friend.
Let's hear a little bit from our favorite motor mouth coach, Mike McDaniel.
And he's opposite of Motormouth, because if he was Motormouth, he'd hurry up and get finished.
Okay. What do you refer to him then? Just rambling?
Because I'm a rambling man.
Oh.
Did you change
Stevie? Yes.
Did you change Soul Man to
That's
from
no,
Rambling Man?
Steve Miller, right? That's the music.
By the Allman Brothers band.
No, Rambling Man is Allman Brothers.
No, but I used the song. I called it Rambling Man, but I used the music from Steve Miller.
Which song though?
Hold on.
Or Steve Miller just did his own version of Rambling Man?
No. Didn't do it.
Anyway, Mike McDaniel, Zach Thomas going into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And here is what McCochin had to say about number 54 getting his Hall of Fame bust.
Talk about Zach Thomas. I mean, it's so cool to see guys get Hall of Fame, and to get inducted into the Hall of Fame for me, because it's impossible for me not to view it and think about the lifetime achievement that is and what goes into that. And then specifically having Zach Zach in the building, able to talk to the team. I feel honored to be a part of an organization that has a player like that. And it really, you could tell the players on the field knew what they were looking at and how and what that is to actually accomplish something like that. And
wow, pretty great.
That really could have been a sentence, though. It really could have been just one sentence.
I mean, like he's trying to reflect on greatness, though. Like why?
He just met Zach Thomas.
No, he's known Zach Thomas.
Everyone knows him.
And basically admitted that his team got the Goosies meeting Zach Thomas, which is pretty great.
Goosies.
Respect to a legend. You see Zach Thomas fire up the crowd this weekend?
I told you, I'm never saying nothing bad about Zach Thomas.
So why are you giving me that look?
I'm not saying because you take a good moment and make it and try to make it into an Oscar award-winning situation.
I'm just curious what the coach had to say about it. I like when you give a little respect to the past.
Yeah,
it's a big week. Zach Thomas has had a long fight to get into the Hall of Fame. This is a big week for the Dolphins.
Unnecessarily long.
Unnecessarily long.
That I'll agree with.
So to see him get in this week is Goosey's galore, dude.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's a big. And then you have our other Hall of Famers, Jason Taylor, down at Hurricanes practice today as one of the assistant coaches now.
Ooh,
someone presents you in Hall of Fame? Because I know, like,
Jimmy Johnson's presenting him.
That's right. That's right.
Jimmy's presenting him.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's doing that, and then Allen Iverson's doing D Wade.
He's gonna cry. Zach Thomas
But it's different in basketball because a Hall of Famer has to present you.
Didn't Jimmy get in last year? I thought Jimmy's in the Hall now.
No, in basketball,
yeah,
a Hall of Famer has to present you.
I understand.
And that's not true in football.
They don't? Anybody can present you?
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson 2020.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was recently in. That's a that's a handsome bust.
The
great hair.
Yeah, because remember remember I think Junior Seau's daughter.
Yeah, she did a speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a speech. Here's so the other news is Jalen Ramsey had his surgery. McDaniel, he says that Jalen Ramsey.
We have enough time.
We do.
Okay.
We have time. Mike McDaniel says that Jalen Ramsey has made him a promise in regards to his recovery. Here is what McCoach had to say on that.
Talking to Jalen after his surgery was talking to a really drowsy person, but he was in good spirits, and I think the surgery went about as well as it could have. So we're elated about that, and in terms of where his mindset is at, you couldn't. He's a self-proclaimed alien, and he couldn't have a better mindset with which to attack this process. He's immediately tell me whatever the timeline is, and I'm going to beat it by a month.
Wow!
What I like about that is, thankfully, we have a training staff that is, just puts the really does a good job of protecting players against themselves. So I know that he won't be rushed.
Responsible. It's a great coach. It's a great organization. Checks and balances.
Is that it?
What do you mean?
You know what the hell I mean. You could still be going.
What do you mean? Because he still be going?
He was still going. You cut it off, didn't you?
Well, I mean, there was more to get to. I mean, if you were insisting on more from Jalen, here we go. Here's a little bit more. You're the one who asked, not me.
I know one thing. When Jalen's back on the field this year, he's going to be 100% Jalen Ramsey. So I'm fired up about that. And now, as a team, we make sure that the team he comes back to does everything they can to be the best version of themselves possible.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. First of all, I'm glad he's coming back 100% Jalen Ramsey, and he's not coming back like 70% Jalen Ramsey and 30% Eli Apple. I don't want that. I don't want a crossover. Like, I want 100% Jalen Ramsey.
You already have enough percentage of Eli Apple.
Right. We have enough Eli Apple already, JFig. We can't handle more percentage. We can't have 100% Eli Apple and then 30 more percentage of Eli Apple in Jalen Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to sound like Mike McDaniel.
And I'm just saying.
Somebody give that guy a gold star.
Exactly, dude.
Look,
you're not fired up for a determined Jalen Ramsey. Do you know what Jalen Ramsey said today?
Let me tell you. Hold on. Here's what happens with all injuries and coaches and players. So I had surgery yesterday to repair X. I have no doubt in my mind he's a quick healer. He'll be back sooner than projected.
Yeah, but that's not what he said, though, because here's the thing. See, what's rude about what you're doing is you just have what he just said, and he didn't say that. He said Jalen Ramsey said that he'd beat it by a month. He's not proclaiming that.
I said either one of the other guys going to say that, and it's not accurate.
You don't know that. By the way, I don't know if you know this.
Here's the only reason why you might not know it. Let me tell you why. Okay. Let me tell you why.
Whatever you say, Mr. Dismissive.
Okay, because if he had a scope, they could have gone in there, and it wasn't as bad as they thought. So the time table could be less. Okay, but
Jalen Ramsey could make it less.
How?
Because he said he would.
He's an alien.
It takes
he's an alien.
It takes time for things to heal.
Okay, but do you want to know? So you want to know? Can I get to what I wanted to say? Jalen Ramsey tweeted today. He's 4-0.
Wow.
4-0, dude. 4-0 already. He's up 4-0 on the injury. Wow. You got to win the day. You have to win the day. On the way back.
4 days.
4 days since surgery. 4-0 for Jalen Ramsey.
Can I just tell you? What? You are a sucker.
I'm not a sucker, dude.
You are a sucker.
How am I a sucker? This is his motivation.
His motivation.
His motivation.
Okay.
4-0 on rehab. Then he writes slow grind. So he's not rushing it, but he will beat the timeline.
Okay.
He will beat it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Right. Look at me.
I am looking at you. I've been looking at you.
Do I look like I believe you?
What do you see? Here's the thing. You want to make this about you versus me because you're a quibbler. And, I always loved you as the top villain in Batman, the Quibbler. But I would tell you this. Okay. It's not that you're not believing me. You don't believe in Jalen Ramsey.
That's not
You
true.
don't believe in Jalen Ramsey, dude.
That's not true.
You're a Ramsey doubter.
Here's what I do believe in. I believe in science.
Mhm.
Okay. If he returned sooner, it's because the injury they thought he had wasn't as bad.
Or maybe he just beat it.
How?
I don't know.
Look, they didn't just pull up these arbitrary numbers to determine when he was going to be healthy and be able to go. Like, yeah.
Ooh, seeing a video right now of Jalen Ramsey
on crutches.
He is on crutches, but they're like kind of off to the side, you know? And
that's how you walk on crutches, jackass.
No. He's got like the crutches, but like he's kind of like he's being animated, and he's also given tutelage.
Here's what they want. Certain knee injuries, they want you walking as quick as possible because they don't want your leg to atrophy.
Well, you're getting lost in the sauce here on the small details. Okay.
Small details. Walking
You're
is
the
a
one
major.
talking about his crutches.
I know, but like I'm
Wait,
just trying to paint.
you-
I'm trying to
wait,
I'm trying to paint a picture.
Wait.
I'm trying to paint a
You're
picture.
telling me.
I'm trying to
You're
paint a
telling me I'm getting caught in the sauce
'Cause you won't let
and
me
you're
finish.
sitting here having a conversation
Mhm.
about a guy standing.
Yep.
How he's holding his crutches.
Yeah, but you won't let me finish.
They call him Bob Ross.
I'm waiting.
Okay, great. So Jalen Ramsey, he's out on the sidelines right now, mentoring Cam Smith.
What does that have to do with the crutches?
He's on crutches. That's why I was trying to paint the picture.
No, we.
See? You see him? Look, on the crutches. Yeah, kind of playing around on him. Not too serious. He's
Still
4
contributing though.
Yeah, because he's 4-0.
Yeah, undefeated.
He's 4-0. But the main thing here is mentoring.
Wow.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
But you want to know something, dude? You could sit and you can sulk, or you could take this and make the best out of it what you can. You could teach the youngins. You know, you have all these kids out here. Sauce Gardner. Oh, I'm the best. Even though he's like, oh, please, Jalen, teach me. Well, you don't know something, Sauce? You don't get day-to-day teachings. Cam Smith does. Sauce Gardner.
Wasn't he all pro last year
Oh, please.
as a rookie?
By the way, speaking of
Why are you messing with that dude?
Sauce Gardner?
Yeah.
Oh, flash in the pan. Let's see you do it again.
Can I just say this? You don't accidentally get all pro.
Can I just say this? Say that into the microphone.
You don't accidentally get all pro. Dude, you look, I'm looking at these pizzas.
I know. That's what you've been doing the entire time.
Well, because you're talking nonsense.
No, because you're hungry and you are off to another land.
I'm
when
not
you're
off
hungry.
anywhere. I've
You-
still
you
heard
walk in
everything
here,
you say.
You act like you're doing the show. And
would stop the quibbling.
no, Tommy. And by the way, we're not the same right now. Okay.
Whoa.
Yuri Perez is to go pitch in Pensacola. You changed, dude. Anyway, let me tell you something. You're acting like we're doing the show in Antarctica. Okay. We're fine. It's not cold.
I'm
over
warming
here
up a little bit.
because it's not cold. All right. But now you've moved on to the next thing, which is you're hungry. Why don't you just get some pizza downstairs?
Oh, look at that.
Because the pictures I see have lettuce on them.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
They make everything.
I feel like you can personalize it.
Yeah, you get a cheese.
Okay. All right.
Just figured to get here a lot faster than
True.
the Death Star that's going to be out there. Look at that. Look at those clouds right now. You know what those clouds say? Uber Eats ain't happening.
I know because everybody Uber Eats with a scooter
Mhm.
down here.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
We're talking about me and my wife together.
Wow, this makes me miss
Rockville. Yo, when is that, dude? Well, I guess I can do Riptide.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, you were so happy. That's right in your wheelhouse, right, JP?
Right in the wheelhouse, dude.
Yeah.
Right in their wheelhouse.
Yes, it is.
It's that time, man. We've been gallivanting too much about what's been going on with the things at hand, task at hand.
It's
Every
football,
once in a
dude.
while,
It's
every once in
football.
a while, you need to mix it up. What do we got, Marcos?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I could already tell by how you coming at us that we got something crazy today.
Yes, indeed. Let's start off with a friend of the show. And I don't mean that at all. Eli Apple.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, dude. New Dolphins cornerback.
Yes. Now, Leroy, you weren't the only one who had a history with our boy Eli Apple. I know we talked about his signing. One of the odd, weird things about it, Tyreek Hill's first tweets, practice is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Eli Apple had to say about his beef with Tyreek Hill.
His locker is literally right across the line. So I saw him earlier in the day in the locker room and was chopping it up a little bit at the training breakfast table. And yeah, we all good. It's all love. We're on the same team, so all love.
It's all
love, baby. It's all love,
Till, it's all love until you bite on the slant and Tyreek run by you.
All we need is Tyreek Hill to beat him in practice and then crunch an apple, mime crunching the football like an apple while he is running down the sidelines willy-nilly.
First of all, Tyreek runs by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So how fast is he going to go by somebody coming the wrong way?
Well,
I didn't make these rules up. You made these rules up by getting beat on double move for your whole career.
Yikes, he's one of us now, Leroy. He's
That's
one
right.
of us.
I hope we play zone.
What else we got, Marcos?
One more
Hey,
quick one about
folks,
Eli Apple.
outside is looking very ominous.
Very
Yeah,
honest.
I saw some
dude.
lightning strikes out the corner of my eye that were very alarming.
Yeah, they were
if I had
coming
to
from
be
over there.
honest. It's scary to see.
I was reading this quote, by the way, Marcos, and it delights me how Tyreek Hill, he's talking about Eli Apple like I talk about somebody that I traded. Because Chris Greer was on Sirius XM and he says, Tyreek is a genius. Mike and I called Tyreek and we're like, hey, we're going to work out Eli Apple. Everything good with you guys? And Tyreek Hill said, quote, I love Eli. He's my dog.
Okay.
My guy.
Love that. One quick one from Eli Apple. This is him saying he just wants to be a positive influence.
Of course, yeah. I just want to do what I can to come and be a positive influence on the team and just make the team better overall.
Wow.
All right. You know what's a positive influence? Not biting on the hitch and go.
Wow, he's one of us, Leroy. Come
Dude,
on,
the dude gets. Hold on.
Yeah.
You think I'm making this up?
No,
Okay. Okay.
Very nervous. Very nervous.
They're like, oh no, JoJo fell for the plastic worm again.
Look, I think the reason you get him is you just want some experience. They have
Yeah.
a lot of young
Correct.
guys.
Correct. And if a bunch of these guys come on enough,
Yeah, it's a safety valve. That's what it is.
yeah,
That's
good.
what it
Because I only got a week worth of apples.
You saying he's done by the end of the week?
No, I'm not saying. No, I got 2 weeks. I got
Okay.
I got 12 apples.
What else is in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Staying in the realm of football, since our Dolphins are hard at work right now.
Hard at work, dude.
Let's hear from Jalen Phillips as he talks about.
I love Jalen Phillips, man. That guy's a monster.
He is a
He's
monster.
a monster.
This is him talking about the pass coverage and the pressure up front linking together.
I think the biggest thing is obviously the work the back end does, because without the back end, we really don't have any chance to pass rush. And so, just being cohesive, playing together, and marrying, like I said, the coverage with the pass rush and the linebackers and everything, I think that's going to be key for us, and that's something I've definitely noticed so far.
Jalen Phillips is probably like the guy I would say most since Cam Wake that probably could get away with just playing shirtless on the field.
Yeah.
Maybe some shoulder pads on there just to protect himself. But that guy,
I got a pair
Really
of shoulder,
good
I got a
shape.
pair of extra shoulder pads at home.
That guy's in really good shape. I feel like he makes a lot of people who are in really good shape in that sport feel not good about what kind of shape they're in. That guy's in really good shape.
Football's a weird sport in that you have a lot of bad body athletes, right? Whereas in basketball, if you see somebody like that, it's never good, right? Like there's a lot of fat guys that can move and are in great
Well,
shape.
I remember them saying like Deion Waiters when Deion Waiters was going through his fat thing. I remember seeing Deion Waiters in the locker room, like, you know,
Right.
like Kyle Lowry too. I've seen Kyle.
Of course not.
Kyle Lowry's not. I
But
mean,
you're, you're the one
now-
that called them fat, so you had to be the one to say it. Nobody else was saying they were fat.
Still got a really big tush though.
But you,
Jack
here-
Harlow ain't lying.
But here's the deal: he's on a curve of tall, skinny dudes. So they're like, that's unfair to him.
You know who also I find to be like it's a like you think on a football field he's really fat or probably just a bigger guy, but like Christian Wilkins is not fat.
No,
You
no,
know?
no.
True.
Not fat.
Very true.
Still a monster.
Still a monster.
And Zach Sealer. Two
Seal
monsters.
it
Now,
on.
what's the tall dude? That's his name.
Tall dude?
The D lineman. He's like 6.
Agba.
Agba, yeah.
Agba's a giant.
Moose.
Yeah.
What did you say? He's a giant. He's a giant.
It was Brian McKinney. When Brian McKinney has kids come in and they see him at events.
It's a giant.
It's a giant. I just love the way he says it.
Because sometimes he said it like he never really realized how big he was till he got around kids, and kids are so honest.
What else in the mix bag, Marcos?
We got two good ones from Sir Bradley Chubb.
All right.
One of the new additions this year is Vic Fangio and his coveted defense.
Did he say fangs up?
I don't think
You see why?
I don't think he said that.
Stop!
I don't think he said that. He did say, however, that he's like another coach out there in this defense that he's comfortable with.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's kind of cool because I'm kind of like another coach out there. Guys coming up asking me questions, and I mean, it feels a little weird sometimes when they ask me stuff. But at the end of the day, I've been here 3 years in Denver and just going on my 4th year in the defense. So it's dope, man, just to be another set of eyes and ears for those guys, and kind of holding myself to a bigger standard because I'm in it. I know it. I want to know more of it. I want to know where everybody's at so I could know when to take my shots, when to play it true to the defense and stuff like that. And that's where my mind is right now.
Is that you, J Fig?
Yeah, J Fig. Come on, what are you doing?
What do you mean? It's the pizza.
Go ahead. We got it.
I thought that I thought there was something going on in the sound.
Yeah,
bit.
it was
Me
an
too.
alarm.
Me too. It's like
It was
something
an
going
alarm.
on. One more, Marcos, before we hit the break.
Yes, we talked about it briefly earlier. JP, can you get out of the studio, please?
Get out of here.
Sean Payton made some comments. We heard Aaron Rodgers' reaction to it. Bradley Chubb, who also served under Nathaniel Hackett, had some things to say about Sean Payton's comments.
I mean, I don't agree with it. I mean, I feel like Coach Hackett was a great coach. You know, everybody's tied to their own opinion. What he saw is what he saw. But at the end of the day, man, I'm worried about what goes on in Miami Gardens. You know what I mean? That Denver lifestyle is behind me, you know, and it is what it is. He can say what he want to say, but I got nothing great to say about Coach Hackett.
All right, cool. So, hey, you know what that is? That's Bradley Chubb being smarter than Sean Payton.
Well, it almost seems like, and Aaron Rodgers said it best, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I always agree with Aaron Rodgers because I really
No, definitely not. But I get him.
But he said this much of it, and that is, you don't have to step over somebody to make yourself look good.
Right.
And that's kind of what it had the feel of. Now, I'm not saying that. Like, he should be secure enough with what he's done in his career that he shouldn't have to. He should always take the high road.
Right.
Because he's going to make way more money than the man. He's coming in with, you know, more claim. He's going to have a longer leash. So, yeah. That is, and keep in mind, sometimes people lose jobs not because of the job they do, but because who's available.
Right.
And I think that they got to a point where they really wanted Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
And so they made, you know, that happen. But I don't think
he was also not like, it's not like he had you know, there was like a couple teams supposedly going after him. It's not like he was so gung-ho on the Broncos. They ponied it up.
Right.
Take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming on up. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop massive savings on a massive Chevy inventory, all backed by Morse at Ed Moore Sawgrass Chevrolet. Visit EdMooreSawgrassChevrolet.com. Chevy, find new roads.
This is Damon Amendolara with your CBS Sports Minute. Damar Hamlin returned. Move yourself back to January. How impossible does that sound? We all were consumed at the time with just him surviving the night, and now he's playing football again? What an amazing medical story, and what an amazing young man. This is Damon Amendolara.
Find your next great hire with Indeed. Their hiring solution helps attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor a job and get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
If you're 19 or older with certain underlying medical conditions such as asthma or diabetes, you can get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're 65 or older, it is also recommended you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. No matter the season, talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protect yourself. A message from the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Furnished by the American Lung Association.
Kick your hiring process into hyper gear with Indeed, the hiring solution that helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates who resumes on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com. Visit Indeed.com.
Ford of Miami, family owned and operated since 1966. Whatever you're looking for, Explorer, Edge, F-150, F-250, F-750. What truck do you need? They got it. I'm talking pickup, landscape, dump trucks, cargo vans, and box trucks. Put it to you this way. If it exists, they got it. It doesn't matter whether you need 2 vans or 40, they got it. Take it from me, cut out the middleman, and save the vig. Get it straight from the source. Palmetto Ford, they know trucks, and yeah, they got it.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 11. Truck accidents require special attention. Sometimes trucking companies put their drivers in a difficult position, and accidents happen. Driving without sleep can be as dangerous as drunk driving. Loads can be too heavy. Evidence needs to be preserved for inspection without delay. Some trucking companies hide insurance, but we know how to find it. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Miami, Broward, and throughout Florida.
University Dodge, Florida's #1 volume Ram truck dealer. Make this the summer. Get up to 25% off MSRP or 1.9% APR on select new Ram 1500 trucks between Griffin and Sterling on University Drive in Davie or universitydodge.com.
I want to talk about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, 30 years of experience. I got some great news right from Michael Kotze. Fixed rate mortgage is back in the 5s. So if you're looking at buying a home, you can lock in that rate right now. If you're looking to get a second mortgage and get some equity out of your home, debt consolidation, home improvements, a lot of people are doing both, using some of that equity to pay off their debt or just fix up the house. But Michael Kotze, listen, it works 7 days a week for you. When the banks take too long, he does it in half the time. He really does. And when the banks say no, he says don't give up. If you don't have great credit or you have a hard time proving your income, don't lose hope. Michael just rolled out his no income verification program. So what are you waiting for? Michael Kotze's cell phone number. I can't do better than that. That's 7 days a week. 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730. Min MLS 166-254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898, 800-700-6898, or biglou.com.
Sports lives here. WQAM Miami, WPOW HD2 Miami, WKIS HD2 Boca Raton, the home of the Eastern Conference champion Miami Heat, the Eastern Conference champion Florida Panthers, the Miami Hurricanes, and Inter Miami.
Powered by Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
An Odyssey station.
The heart is a blue, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room.
All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock here. Final hour of the program. Dolphins have wrapped up practice today. See what's going on.
Think they were able to escape this lightning?
3 days.
It looks like they were because I feel like people are doing media on the inside today.
No, I'm saying like practice doesn't. They only have camp for like what, 2 weeks?
Yep.
Yeah. So they don't. Let's see. They have camp until after the first preseason game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then, but I do think you're allowed to keep guys longer now. Like they don't make people do. I think you just do one cut now. I think that changed last year.
Yeah. So you can have more bodies.
Yeah.
Which is probably another reason why we had to play more in the last game. Because you only had like 60 guys.
Let's see. Tua's at the podium right now, or just wrapped up his media session. And let's see. Says he's noticed, according to Kyle Krabs of Locked On Dolphins, Tua says of Vic Fangio's defense, it's hard to distinguish what's going to happen pre-snap, post-snap. Vic does a good job with his defense, making everything look the same for run and pass action. Noticed a lot more pre-snap communications. Major difference from the last few years.
I can tell you why that is. Can I tell you why that is sometimes?
I would like you to do your football expertise. That's why
sometimes
we have you as a friend and a football savant.
Sometimes
I try and get silly with the football.
Yeah.
But Leroy, let me tell you something about this Leroy, J-Fig. This guy knows football.
Puts it right in the honey hole.
It basically is
Why
like
do you question him all the time then?
All the time.
I like to just badger him.
See, that's it.
I use I use my silliness as a deflection of my ignorance because it's basically like another language.
But here's the deal. We always look at teams and say what they should do. A coach looks at a team and sees what they can do. And so one of the things that you want from an offensive or defensive unit is you want everybody doing the same thing. And so while you may have a defense that you want to play, if everybody can't do it, then you can't do it. Otherwise, you're going to leave holes. And so sometimes a coach will just say, just line up in it and run it because you guys haven't made the checks right. You haven't adjusted well. So we're just going to line up and play it. What happens defensively if you do that is eventually you're going to get picked apart. So you're asking for your defensive line or your pass rush to get there because you can't disguise anything in the secondary. So when he says they're disguising a lot of things, they line up in a certain way and then they adjust on the move. That's a good thing to hear because it means that everybody on defense understands what they're trying to accomplish. Same thing offensively. Offensively, everybody says, well, why can't this quarterback call audibles? And why don't they change the play? You can't always change the play if everybody's not going to know what the hell to do. That's what practice is for. That's what you try to figure out in scrimmages and preseason. If you have the team or the ability to make these adjustments. And if you don't, sometimes you get caught.
Tua also says, according to Omar Kelly, that jiu-jitsu isn't, quote, muscle memory yet. Still learning. but he still did the somersault.
Backwards
somersault.
Isn't a front somersault a roll?
What's that?
Isn't it called a front roll?
It could be a front roll too. Same thing. They actually do call it in the class. They do call it front rolls, back rolls. You're not wrong.
So
But that's not what Mike McDaniel called it.
But he's not.
You're right. He's not the master of jiu-jitsu.
So
They vetted that guy.
why are we listening to him?
Yeah, he's the coach.
Schmeeth and Smolnik says Tobin has front rolls and back rolls.
Right. And I love dinner rolls.
Egg rolls, dinner rolls.
Oh, all kinds of rolls, dude.
Do you like sushi?
What's that?
You like sushi?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not big on eating raw. Or those little balls, those little like yellow egg things they put in it. Sushi. I ain't in all that. I like. I don't really like. I eat it, and sometimes I gotta take one for the team.
Ooh, and a Fighter's Fury themed question. Tua was asked about doing a boxing jiu-jitsu match with Teron Armstead. Have you seen this with Teron Armstead? So Teron Armstead off to the side. I'd never seen this. So off to the side yesterday, Teron Armstead, his work yesterday was hitting mitts. Yeah, I've never seen that.
I've
with
seen
actual boxing gloves on.
I've seen it because that's all it is. Like when you watch offensive linemen or defensive linemen, all they're doing is fighting, chicken fighting, trying to get hands out of the way. And so
No, I've seen like the hand foot. No, he literally had like
no, but they
mitts
do
on.
all different drills to do the same thing. And that boxing thing just makes it a little more fun.
He says, I have to give respect to him. I give respect to the OG. I wouldn't want to fight Teron Armstead if I was to either.
No, well, I mean,
he's a monster.
Is he healthy?
He is. He's off the pup.
Okay.
He's off the pup. He is off the pup, which was great news. I think he spoke to the media today too, which I think that's usually like the sign you are all the way back.
Oh, when you speak to the media?
Yeah, because they don't let you talk if you're hurt, right? It's kind of like the thing.
It never used to be that way, but it is now.
You know how it is. Secrets, dude. People love secrets.
No, it's not secrets. I don't think, that's not an exciting part of professional football is talking to the media and having to just answer questions you really don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Love this though, man.
Hold on. Tua is 82
on what?
The top 100 list.
He was the QBs you're talking about.
So they have Justin Herbert not yet ranked around 42.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh Allen not yet ranked. I'm telling you now, you heard it here first. If Josh Allen says he's not going to be the quarterback that he's been, right, and he's going to rely more on his accuracy, they're in trouble.
Teron Armstead asked about Tua and his jiu-jitsu. Teron Armstead said, "I'll whoop Tua."
Wait, says he's
that's
been
not
boxing,
why they were asking.
He's been boxing since 2015.
Who? Armstead?
Armstead, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen him do it on Instagram too.
Wow. So
he's another one. Like he's not like this. He's a pretty in shape dude. Like you'd think left tackle, that dude's fat. No, he's in good shape. Now, I mean, like, listen, be careful when you step in the ring. We've seen with these football players.
Yeah.
Can look a little dicey.
Can I introduce him one Ocho Cinco?
Ocho Cinco.
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore. I mean, Frank Gore was working.
But Teron Armstead might be the next one. He'll be coming to a Jake Paul card near you.
Greg Hardy. He was good. Then he got knocked out.
He was just
Greg Hardy was a lot better than I thought he was going to be, but then he had a steep decline after. He got knocked out recently, but I think he got knocked out like a team boxing event. He's been losing a lot lately.
Yeah. June.
I think the most impressive thing Greg Hardy actually did was like he had a weird thing where like he got a no contest because he was using his inhaler in the corner, and then like fought Volkov on like 3 weeks notice and went the distance with him. Still lost, but he went the distance with Volkov. Volkov once invited me to go ice jumping in Russia.
Ice jumping?
Yeah, like going, like jumping into ice water. Like polar bear.
That's not.
Did they sculpt after?
No.
No, that's not called ice
No,
jumping.
he wouldn't do it.
What is it?
It's what do
Ice
they call
plunging.
it? It's
Ice plunging. Yeah, my bad. Whatever.
That makes more sense.
But he invited me. I'm not going to Russia, but it was nice of him.
I heard it's good for the body.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's like
I like a
cold tub.
refreshing, like cold, but Russia?
See, we got to get you an ice tub.
I think it's Russia that scares me more of all of this. Not,
Yes.
not the
I
ice.
don't think you would be allowed there.
Why? Oh, because I talk crap about Putin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've eased on that lately. He
Probably
seems
you
on edge.
should, I think.
He seems on edge.
He seems on edge. Got his own dealings with. Take it easy on you old poots.
Okay.
I'm not commenting on
Poots
those.
for sure. Huh?
I don't think he likes old poots.
Old poots. I'm sure
Stop
that's gonna go
yourself.
well.
It's disrespectful calling him old poots.
What does he remind me of? Like a pug.
The old
a
like
little
the
dog.
poots.
The old what?
The old like the poots. If the old can't poots, we got a problem. Prune juice for everyone.
Dave South says that Tobin is Vladimir Putin.
I can see this cheese, curd, and gravy, and fries. Yeah. After somebody else touch your fries, you just hose them down anyway.
True.
No bigs.
Giving the Russian president old boots.
I love how you amuse yourself.
Not good, dude.
It's so disrespectful.
Is.
All right, let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Speaking of disrespect, did you see this, Marcos? You see, Jamal Williams? He's a running back of the Saints.
Yep. Recently signed with the Saints, right? Wasn't he Detroit before?
He said he's venturing into Eli Apple territory.
Whoa,
but not quite.
He was a
He
fan
said
favorite.
beignets, staple of Leroy's hometown. He referred to them as glorified funnel cakes.
They're all the same. But here's what makes beignets. Here's what separates beignets from all those things. All the elephant ears and funnel cakes or whatever, you go get them and they're sitting there. If you go buy a beignet, it is not made until you order it. And it takes like 20 seconds to make. So it's always hot and fresh. You see what I so it's not like a carnival thing where you see 75 elephant ears just hanging up in the little window.
I think that's just for display. I've seen them make it for me.
The elephant ear?
Yeah.
They made it for you.
Just for me.
For some reason, they didn't make it for me.
Huh?
Is that like the biggest staple of a carnival, though, is a funnel cake?
Oh, yeah.
No. Cotton candy.
Cotton candy, funnel cake.
I love me some elephant ears.
Vomit.
I don't like cotton candy. What?
Frozen lemonade? What about those?
Dude.
Those are good.
I remember one year we had the 4th of July thing, and they had the ice cream, the frozen lemonade.
That's that good
It
stuff.
works great with vodka.
And whiskey.
No,
Um,
come on.
What?
What are you talking about?
Whiskey and lemonade?
Yeah.
No.
Whiskey and anything at this point. I'm not gonna
Whoa,
lie.
you see that?
Whoa.
A lot of lightning.
Yeah.
Take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. More and more, Nick Wright looks like he should be reciting Socrates to me every day.
Can I just
That
say,
hair is getting very long.
doesn't his nose look the same length as his head?
I can't say. I can't comment.
No, I'm just saying. He has a really long nose.
Why are we like this?
Been there.
Almost like
Been
an anteater.
You know, I tell you what I'm very jealous of. Very jealous of. Not Nick Wright's hair. But
His beard?
nope.
Because
No.
you can't grow one.
What are you talking about, dude? This is like ours right here. This is you know.
You shaved
No,
every day in
wait,
Vegas?
question.
Hmm?
When you were holding that bunny, was that a real mustache or fake?
Oh, that was real, dude.
No, you're a liar.
That was real, dude.
Why you go out of your way and lie about this?
Right.
It's so obvious.
Mustache, dude.
Look, dude.
The bunny looks scared. It's all
The bunny's like uncomfortable.
But no, what I'm jealous of. Do you know what came out today?
Oh, Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles?
No, I think that's coming out Friday. I gotta go to that.
Tomorrow.
Why would he?
Oh, is it coming out tomorrow?
I think Wednesday.
All right, cool. I'll take my son to that. He wants to see that. No, the first trailer for Hard Knocks with the Jets. And I gotta tell you, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous the Jets have
Why
Hard
do
Knocks.
you want that around your team?
Oh, dude. I mean, I would love it. You know how amped we. And by the way, I love the theme song for Hard Knocks. I think it's one of the most underrated sports songs of all time.
Really?
Like everybody,
You sound like you're gonna summon a snake.
I love that theme song. Who doesn't like? If you don't think that's so, when that hit, I don't care even if the season's good or not. But when that Hard Knocks, you think like when that song hits.
You said it perfectly.
It's
You
true.
sound like you're
I
summoning a
envision.
snake.
You know the song I'm talking about, though, right?
No,
Oh, what? You know the Hard Knocks theme? Everyone knows the Hard Knocks theme.
I've never watched one episode of Hard Knocks.
You've never watched one episode of Hard Knocks, so you don't know the theme song. It's Goosey's, dude. It just. Oh.
That sounds nothing like what you just said.
Wait for it to hit, J-Fig.
This is like Game of Thrones.
I know. It's so good. It's so good. But like this is the intro, like something bad's happening, and then they're like, all right, now we got to break into the real intro. It's like that's when the stinger hits for Hard Knocks.
I feel like right now Khaleesi's getting ready to burn down our building.
Well,
I feel like I'm in one of those rides in Disney or like Universal.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
we
but
walk up there
if anything, Game of Thrones stole it from them because Hard Knocks was first. What
year is this for Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
What year is this for?
Good question. I don't know. While the first one I remember, the first season was the Ravens. Was it 04? I think it maybe started. Let me see. Wouldn't it be great if it was when Leroy was on the Ravens?
2001.
2000, almost.
No.
Almost.
Close.
I was 6 years on before that.
Almost there.
Almost, dude.
Close.
Purple team. You're on a purple team.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you
yep.
right now, if I was on Hard Knocks, you guys would hate me.
What?
It's on. I don't have a filter on the football
It
field.
would have been great.
Yeah,
You would have been
exactly.
great on Hard Knocks. You would have been one of the beloved characters.
No.
You know?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I would have defended
I
you.
trash and mock people.
You can't, I mean, like,
You know why? Because I was old and I was fine with it.
Josh Hart says, hell yeah, the song gets you ready for the season. It does, dude. Like, and like when your team now,
No, what about when they show the NFL films and the guy goes, the frozen
that's good.
tundra
No, that's
of
good. Listen, I
Lambeau
love.
Field."
That really sounds nothing of what we just heard.
No.
What are you talking about?
You're see, here's the deal.
Yeah, that's exactly how the stinger sounds.
He's like tone deaf right now.
That's exactly how it sounds.
Can I just tell you?
What? Were you not?
Now I understand
Why? What?
why white people struggle to dance to music sometimes.
Well, that's how it
Because-
sounds, though, dude.
Because
That's how it
because
sounds.
If that's what you're hearing, that's what you're hearing. I can see how you could dance.
Marcos,
like,
just give me the stinger part.
You dance like Elaine.
Oh, no. Hold on. Just give me the stinger of the heart.
I don't think he knows what
You
part
give
that
me
is.
that, and then you play.
Yeah, now I thought you were listening to it. You're singing over it.
Dude, can I just say this? What? Stop! You're embarrassing yourself. You are because it sounded like you were blowing an Indian flute and a cobra was coming up out of the ground when you started.
There.
I mean, you
It
could
sounded
maybe
nothing like that
a
music.
football-loving snake would love that song.
Why would a football-loving snake? He thinks he's going to be the next football. He's getting out of there.
Nick T said, sounds like a balloon deflating. Menu 631. Wow. Game of Thrones. Frauds. I never realized how much it does sound like Game of Thrones, though, JF. You were right about that.
But I'm telling you
But
what.
it came out.
When that Game of Thrones music comes on.
It did.
Oh.
But I'm telling you, like, they stole it from Hard Knocks because like Hard Knocks is what, 10 years younger than Game of Thrones?
And new Game of Thrones, the music is a little different.
House of the Dragon's the same.
No, it's not.
I think it's the same.
No, that's not. That's not.
You sure it's not the same?
No,
for House of Dragon.
House of Dragon.
I know the graphics are different, but I think. Are you sure it's not the same song?
That was House of Dragons. This one is Game of Thrones.
We got ourselves like a Vanilla Ice Queen situation.
Now this one is House of Dragons.
What's that?
It's Hard Knocks.
Oh, it's Hard Knocks?
Yeah. Live. God, that music. Oof. Marcos, you get the Goosies?
I do, man.
I get the Goosies too.
Will you watch?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
When does it start?
Sunday. Sunday.
You're gonna hate watch, or you're gonna like?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the fun.
Definitely
Well,
gonna
that
hate
is the
watch.
fun of it with this season. We could hate watch the Jets, but if it was the Dolphins, I would love watching. I love the Dolphins season, even if it was a disaster with Philbin.
Do you understand?
Hmm?
You are maybe one of 4 people in South Florida that want that here.
That's just because people are stupid. Because people think that like it matters and it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
But why risk it?
What am I risking? What am I risking?
To have this conversation with a guy who's never been involved in team sport sucks.
Come on,
because you just don't want any distractions.
You are a man of accountability. If you actually blamed camera crews being around,
no, I wouldn't do that. Come on, I wouldn't do that.
Like, oh, Tanner Connor, we saw him get cut. I think he's gonna get cut, but I'm just saying, like, theoretically. Ezukama got burned. This is what the coaches told him in a meeting.
Oh, imagine seeing Ezukama's preseason yesterday on the big screen. I mean, last year, it made it seem like he was going to have a breakout season.
Right.
Did not play one snap, I don't think.
Man, I still have one of the awkward encounters with him.
Ugh.
Just a terrible icebreaker by me.
What'd you say?
Love seeing you work at the preseason.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, when did you say that? Week
sound
9?
like
Oh, who had the fishnet? Was that him?
That was
yeah. He wore.
that was him.
He wore a fishnet shirt to the gala, right? Yeah, fishnet, and then he had a hat.
Hard Knocks. Dr. Toboggan's right. One of the all timers was Bob Wiley.
Oh, the coach
the
Browns
coach from
coach.
the Browns. You like stretching?
I said, what do you do?
What was? Yeah, you think they were stretching in Normandy? I know that guy wasn't stretching no
He
matter
wasn't
what.
stretching. I'm like, he couldn't even see his toes.
He was another one. He had coached for like 30 years, but he had like 28 jobs. Somebody always needs an offensive line coach, but it doesn't feel like this guy was the creme de la
What
creme.
about wait? Why can't he get a job? Forster's in San Francisco.
Forster's great at his job. Like, listen,
He was getting $4 million
Forster must be great at his job.
because they
He must be.
He has to be.
He has to be great at
They
his job.
allowed him.
That guy has one of the all-time scandals.
It wasn't really a scandal.
I mean,
He got a job the very next year.
I think he had to do like a special yeah. He had to do like a year off. Then he was like a special assistant or whatever.
With San
consultant.
Francisco. And
then boom, right on the staff.
Right.
There's those big rains falling.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy. He's closer to her now.
He is. Well, remember she wanted to what didn't she release it because of Colin Kaepernick, she said? She kind of proved her point.
There's those big grains falling.
Her point was like, oh, this guy, like it was basically like, oh, you know, the white guy, you know, doesn't ever suffer like the blackballing like Colin Kaepernick is. Yeah, she was kind of right. Back in the league,
he wasn't out for what?
He was out for a year.
A year.
Colin Kaepernick's still trying to throw routes to like Jalen Waddle in the offseason.
He actually signed with that same exact team too.
Yeah.
Forster ended up going to San
Yeah, he
Francisco.
did. Oh man, what a story! What a story! The things John Denny has seen.
Oh,
John Denny has seen, dude.
2 John Denny mentions in 2 days. I think yesterday someone called him the black box of the airplane.
Yeah.
John Denny making a comeback.
Stun Steve says, not a scandal. He did blow on camera in a team facility.
Right. It's not a scandal.
Honest mistake.
No, it wasn't. He was commenting on his actions.
I mean, it really wasn't a mistake. Like he was trying to like just say, I love you so much. I love you, honey. And there's those big grains. Like I just love the fact that he didn't separate himself from doing the blow and also telling her that he loves her. Well, he was also saying some other things that we can't repeat. But you know. Anyway.
Dude, you need to get that candle with the wax.
What you mean?
And it sucks the wax out of your ear. Because I think you're tone deaf.
Dude, that sounds exactly like what I'm doing.
I want you to mark that and then put them together.
Gotcha.
Don't have to, because I just basically couldn't even tell the difference. This is like there's 3 things. There's Tobes, there's Game of Thrones, and Hard Knocks. You can't tell the difference between the 3. Speaking of House of the Dragon, by the way, House of the Gogi. Did you see Barry Jackson report that
When
they're
is
in?
House of Dragon coming back?
I don't know. Did you see that Barry Jackson reports that Heat Gogi been talks?
Okay.
Been some talks of our guy coming back.
We got an open seat.
Hmm?
You can take that UD role.
See, you're saying that as a snarky remark, but I actually think that's a smart thing for him.
No, I'm not.
And we build the Slovenian pipeline. When Luka makes a stink.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question, Doris.
Yep.
What do you think it does for the Slovenian pipeline if you trade Jovic?
He's Serbian.
-1 for deception.
Can we go to break?
Why does that
right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. Taking you guys up until 2. Final hour of the program coming on up. What's wrong, man?
Well, there's certain people in the building that don't care about us doing a radio show. They're just going to be loud. That's normally me, but we have salespeople that, I was just showing Solana who some of the pictures from Vegas. Hey, can you believe all that lightning and didn't rain?
It rained a little, but not like
it
didn't pour.
It looked like all hell was going to break loose here, and it just disbanded.
I wanted to send out some prayers and well wishes to the Lebitard family.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
David Lebitard, Dan's brother, passed away earlier on Tuesday. I guess early this morning. He was 50 and really great artist.
Yes.
Really, really great artist. I had like a handful of those Levo shirts because he did this like collection with Muhammad Ali. And there was one that I had like everybody asked about because I love wearing boxing shirts. Those like old time fight posters, but he like kind of did what, in his cool little style. Everybody always asked where I got that shirt, wherever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So that was he was really great. You see his work, all over South Florida, but I can't imagine the heartbreak that Dan's going through and his family's going through right now. So
young too, 50.
Yeah. They can't even. That's crazy young, man, these days. So yeah, man. Well, wishes and prayers to Levitar family. I can't even imagine what they're going through and what they have been going through.
Right.
With him being sick and all that. So horrible news. But we're thinking of him.
See that?
What do you got, man?
Kirk Cousins is the only quarterback in the NFL with 25 TD passes the last 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins, that's my boy.
I don't what are you doing here? You're going is this like another Kirk Cousins deserves more respect thing?
I've always said that.
But where would you put him? I get you, but what are you doing?
I would put him you have your just above somebody say a Chad Pennington.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying if
I
would say
I think he's probably better.
More
He's
athletic,
better
right?
than
He's
Chad
better than
Pennington.
him, but I'm saying consummate professional, consistent.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason doesn't get, dude's not a scrub.
Nobody, yeah. I don't think anybody thinks he's a scrub.
Oh, what are you kidding me?
I don't think anybody thinks he's a scrub.
Okay.
I don't think anybody loves Kirk
Nobody.
Cousins.
There's not many people think you can win with Kirk Cousins.
There's not many. If it all lines up right, probably. But does anybody think that Kirk Cousins belongs in the same category as the best of the best?
No,
I don't think so.
I would say second tier.
Yeah,
right.
But he gets. I feel like he gets that respect.
No,
now.
he does not.
Oh, dude, come on.
No, he does not.
Okay. What do you think people say about him? You think people think he's Daniel Jones? He doesn't get talked about like that.
No, I think people think every time the draft comes up that it's time for them to move on from Kirk Cousins.
I don't know. Do Viking fans hate him?
No, they don't hate him. I don't think none of the blame of any of the seasons he's been there has fallen on him. That's why he's had 3 coaches.
Yeah. Well, look, dude. I do think he made some fans with this quarterback show, which is why people should do it.
Everybody doesn't have that in them, though. Why do you just assume that everybody could do that? Everybody can't do that. I know a bunch of people that played in the NFL that just didn't talk, didn't like to talk. They just played football. They did their job, and they got as far away from the media as possible because it was uncomfortable. Hell, Ricky used to do it in a helmet.
I remember that.
Why do people think because you play football, you're supposed to have a personality?
I think people would have loved Ricky more had he had a show. Because they just saw him as this football warrior who's
he's one of he's it's funny now because I think he's one of the most fascinating guys to interview.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's just always got great stuff on everything.
Friend of the show.
But I just think yeah, man.
Friend of the show, friend of the woods where he lives.
Yes, he is
friend of the woods. Let me tell you. Only thing that was missing, I told him, only thing missing is a glass of sweet tea.
Yeah, he probably has it somewhere.
Yeah. One of his products. Sweet tea.
So we got some things to watch out for tonight. The Marlins, they need to win against the Phillies. They also got the trade deadline coming up. 6 o'clock. So
The Marlins,
today.
the Marlins say they're buyers, but I mean, what are they buying? Are they like, you know what I'm saying?
They did one thing they desperately needed, which was to fix the closer role. So I give them credit on that.
Now this guy's old, but I mean,
no, but he's been probably one of the best relievers in the league this year. Just the Mets.
Gotcha.
But I don't know how much the Marlins are gonna. This is the thing they're gonna have to look out for. Is like I don't know how much they're going to look at their team and they say, well, and I think this guy sucks, but Avi Garcia, who's not had a good stint as a Marlin so far, getting him back healthy and now getting Jazz back healthy, getting those two bats back into the lineup, is that enough?
Maybe that'll free up everybody else who has been playing well, but
yeah. So I think Arise yesterday is still 3 hits, automatic. He's like a machine. But
no plays tonight.
But who?
The Pinks. Don't they play tonight or tomorrow?
No, they're back in action tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Orlando City. The Lions about to get some truth.
Purple and pink. Jeez.
Colors of royalty.
Says who?
People.
Okay.
Just randomly pull stats out with colors of royalty.
No, they do say purple. Like, he's not lying about it, but just the way he's used people so much.
But my thing is that you understand why it's hard to believe anything he says, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Right.
I think purple was royalty, though, because it was very hard to make that color. So if they're like, oh, you're wearing purple, you got some money.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's like the dye and stuff.
What, have you been watching like a lot of documentaries of the baby upload or something?
I actually have a game show coming. Then.
Oh.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
It is unfortunate. One thing is unfortunate, though. The worst month of the year, dude. It's the worst month of the year.
It's not, dude.
Dude, it's the worst
It's not
month
that
of the
bad.
year.
Mama Horde might have some.
Aha. Got someone on my side.
My mama was born in August.
No,
My
listen.
father was born in August.
It's
what? Hey,
So be careful
it's
with
great.
that.
Watch yourself.
It's great. Look,
Hey, I'm telling you,
obviously people have to be born in August.
I actually want you to keep going.
No, I will.
You know why? Because I would rather him look at you the way he's been
He
looking
can
at
look at
me.
me all he wants, but like it's obvious. Like, look, it's great that people are born in August. Sometimes the cookie crumbles that way. You're born in August, right?
Not the cookie
Crumble
crumble
that way.
situation.
We doing cookie crumble.
Yeah,
Dude,
sometimes
you
you're
have
just born
spit
in
out.
Sometimes you're just born in August, but I mean, it's objectively the worst month, right?
It's not the worst.
It is,
month.
dude. There's no holidays. Okay, hot, especially down here, hottest month of the year.
Last month was hot too.
Nah, but this is like
Isn't there one holiday in August?
No, there's no holidays. That's
No,
my
it's just
point.
the start of school.
Start of school. School
Yeah.
sucks.
Get those kids out of here.
Don't
School
say
sucks.
that your people.
Come
There's
Really?
probably
on.
children
You
listening
make sure
to this.
you make sure to tell Tommy to hit me up next time Daddy gives you a problem about going to
He's
school.
Literally been told.
Just play this.
We've had this before. He goes, "School sucks." I said, "I know. Too bad. Shh, hit the bricks."
It's a short conversation.
See, but you can't do that
Really?
in June.
You ain't got wait. You don't have to negotiate?
No.
There's no negotiation.
Some things we'll negotiate. Some things we'll talk over. Like, oh, school sucks. Oh, great suck.
You can't negotiate with a wiggler.
No, no. You look who you talking.
Okay, so school starts. No holidays. Hot as hell. Prime of hurricane season.
Most of hurricanes come in September, right?
You have
You don't have to do this again.
no heat.
You don't
No
have
no
to do this
NBA.
again.
NFL's fake. All right, all we got is Hard
What?
Knocks. Okay,
You were excited 2 segments ago.
Seriously.
that's all we got though. Hard
Oh,
Knocks.
God.
And then by the episode 2, I'm done with it. You know?
What if we get Dame in August?
No, that would change my opinion of
No, you
August.
can't
Dude.
backtrack now.
Let me tell you something right now,
Yeah.
Marcos.
Yep.
If we get Damian Lillard in August, I hereby will name whatever day that is
Bye.
Damian Lillard Day.
Yes.
Ergo, August will have a holiday,
Nice. Hopefully
Bye.
it's not my
and that will be Dame time.
So I potentially
Here
will
by
lose
it.
my birthday.
I hereby
You're what?
we'll declare.
My birthday is going to be.
No, not your birthday.
Okay.
It'd be silly.
Would never make that a
Day
holiday.
of your birth. Big deal. We all have one.
Come on.
Man,
What is wrong with you?
we see you,
You know,
Marcos.
I understand you.
and like you so.
Why are you so mean?
What do you mean?
You did
August
this to
sucks,
me,
dude. It sucks. It's a terrible month.
My first week on this show. My first week. I think it was my first time.
Can you refresh our memory on how that went?
Oh my god.
Finally, number 5, J-Fig.
August?
Oh, let me tell you something.
Whoa.
I'm rats off a ship on August.
Rats off a ship. Game 6.
Worst month in the entire calendar year. It's the end of summer. Okay, stinks. It's the hottest start of hurricane season. No holidays. What do they have? What do we have? Arbor Day in August? We don't have anything in August.
Is there?
Stinks.
That doesn't count.
Dude, August can kick the sharpest of rocks. Rats off a ship on August.
Speaking of rocks.
Sorry to anybody born.
Oh, no.
Sorry to anyone born in August, but your month stinks.
I would say I'm not rats off a ship because here's why. August means some stuff getting ready to go down.
Really?
Right?
Like what?
Oh, yeah. August, you're getting to the end of baseball season.
Tell them.
Right? You got all your camps and your preseason games are starting.
That's
You
right.
get ready for the regular season. Everybody's figuring out what their team is going to be and not going to be. So there's some excitement there. So there's not necessarily nothing big happening.
All right. Could have done
In
without
August,
that.
but August is your get ready month.
It's literally
August is your month,
dude,
to kick off.
You literally just described it being the least important sports month.
Okay.
And it's basically not only
It's in
preseason
background.
football, it's preseason for life because everybody knows that it's the end. It's not really summer because everybody's getting ready for, I got to tune up for the fall run. And everybody knows like September's when business picks up. August, hell out of here.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, it's still an important month. There might not be a whole lot of action, but you're doing a lot of paying attention. Okay, you do stock up, stock down in July?
Aha!
No, that's fair.
That's your favorite.
Right. Are you watching? How many people gonna be watching Tua in the preseason?
A lot.
To see what he gonna do in the regular season.
A lot.
Right.
A lot.
How many people gonna watch? The Cleveland Browns. How many people want to see what Jacksonville's gonna do? Right. It's your first look at what all these teams are gonna be. It's
compelling.
an exciting month. It's not
Wisdom.
here. August is not an important month.
Okay, I didn't need
But
that
it's an
one.
exciting month to see where the rest of the year is going to go.
Marcos, August, rats off a ship.
Let me just preface this with my eyes are sweating if you see any sort of water. I was born in August.
What was that, like day 4 on the show?
It
was.
Yeah.
But wait, here's the deal. Like, you can hear him in the background groaning, like, I'm surprised he held it in that long and didn't spit it out right away.
Well, happy birthday month.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
No,
crying.
Really good.
You know.
Appreciate that.
By the way, now that you have a kid, like nobody cares about your birthday as a dad anymore.
Yeah.
No,
You know what you get?
Just so you
Socks
know.
and drawers.
Just
Get
so
ready
you-
for the next 30 years.
Just so you know,
Socks and drawers.
the last time you had to get up a fake present, it was a push present. You don't get any. You don't even get the presents you're supposed to get as a dad.
Great.
Nope.
Great. Looking forward
My
to this.
dad, my presents are like for my kid. My son's like, "Oh, it's your birthday." Goes in the room, makes us some chicken scratch art. You know, I'm so proud of
Gotta
this.
frame this. Great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
August though, good month.
And Pete Davidson's here, dude. I mean, you're not happy about that. I
right.
told you it's not off to a good start for you. But if Damian Lillard gets traded in August, that will change my mind.
Business picks up.
I will
baby.
think of August in different ways for Dame Dollar Day.
Nice.
Anyway, that's our show for the
Day.
yeah.
Planning it out.
Triple D.
Trade for Triple
You've
J.
had enough today. You've had enough radio for one day.
See you guys tomorrow.
Pretty similar.
Who is this current squeeze?
Goosey. Ooh.
I don't sound like
I'm
that.
up.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.